time has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity.
Good evening, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Rise of Legends season BO3, powered by Prime Brook. Yes, guys, we are here into the Swiss stage, and today is a BO3 between Team Super Yama versus Big PP. Super Yama, who is right now in the verge of this band, but they will be playing their last tournament. This is Rise of Legends Season 3. And we hope they're having a good memory. They may be winning this tournament, and it will be a best memory. I mean, before getting this band, you're winning a tournament is, I mean, a salute moment for them, as well as Big PP. I mean, this guy has literally got down that Armageddon Esports, one of the best team of Manipur. So they deserve this slot as well. Right now, let's see who will be taking on this match. Will it be Big PP or will it be Armageddon Esports? I mean, sorry, not Armageddon. Will it be Super Yama? Let's see what will happen. But before that, in the casting deck, it's your boy STV, and with me is none other than my friend from Darjeeling, none other than Yuna, whom we call Unasaurus. Hello, Unasaurus. Can you hear me?
Hello, Ashtizzy. I can hear you. How are you?
I mean, your name is Unasaurus because you look like a dinosaur, maybe. I was just joking, guys. I'm just kidding. But here we are into the draft phase right now. Super Yama got, uh, I mean, that they having the first pick in this PO3 right now. So maybe the server goes to the side of team Big TP right now. Let's see what Super Yama going to ban. It's the Kalia. That's the Kalia ban. It's the joy coming from the side of team Big PP. What next for Super Yama? Maybe I think that they will be going for that Suyu or something like Jushin. Or they will be planning for their Jushin draft. They can go for a Phobius or Badang ban as well.
Yeah, that's true. But they can also go for the Farsa ban because the Farsa ultimate time is so good right now as well. She can provide the vision. She can literally, go anywhere very easily with the buff she has gone to her passive. It's so good. She have more mobility onto herself. And right now we can see the Suya getting banned. I mean, kind of understandable because Suya having the mobility onto him, there's a lot of damage if you get the early snowball. And if your team doesn't have a good Suya user, you better ban just him, like out. And right now also the Juicing getting banned out. I mean, with the Lantern Flare, it's so good the way she deals damage, the way she picks up the frontliners. It's kind of really annoying as well. She can literally annoy the middle liner also to just reach that level to clear up the land. And right now we can see the last two bans coming, and that will the Fanny and the Patang.
Great bans. I was talking about this Badang, Jushin, and Suyu. They got banned, and the Fanny was out of the syllabus. But right now, the Super Yama team is going for the MM pick first. They're showing a Layla in the. So, I mean, they will be going with the Harith this time. In the panel, they showed that they have Layla, but the Harith will be the MM. Super Darling with the Harith. It's a great pick from him. And kind of, I can say that right now, Team Big PP is going for that Jawhead, and it's for the backliners, target the backliners. So let's see what will be the strategy from the side of Team Big PP.
Let them play the hero. I will be the truth
Definitely as
and
well, we can see the solo got
defiance.
going with the Yuzong pick onto the EXP lane. I mean, nowadays the Yuzong pick is not that popular, but still, the potential this hero has is so amazing.
Obviously, and the thing is, the aura of Super Yama in the whole tournament, no teams even played with them. Only one team played with them, and they managed to lose that match. I mean, not the Super Yama, the opponent. Right now, they're playing in the BO3 directly, and this is a Swiss stage. So hope for Yama to make it a clean sweep, or maybe Big PP is also not a, I mean, bad team. They managed to take down Armageddon in the Swiss stage. They managed to be here at this level in this Rise of Legends Season 3. So anything can be happen. Before that, we can see a Matilda pick, ace pick of Super Who will be gotcha by him, and as well as the utility jungler will be there. That is from the Super 8 It's Lucas. No, it's Super Chizu. Super Chizu is going to a jungle? I thought Super. Oh, things are Super Richie today.
right now the team BPP are showing up Nana, but no, they're not going with the Nana. There are a lot of heroes, they're non-meta right now, but they are gonna go with some good millennials. Maybe the Angela can be the one because they always go for the Angela combo.
Yeah, I mean, it can be happen. It can happen in this match. Angela combo we're gonna maybe see in this match, but before that, I can see one thing to you guys all that this 1-1 pick is I'm not sure about this pick because previously I was doing a casting in a tournament. I saw the same 1-1 pick, and in this match, Fate was playing against the 1-1, and he picked his Harith, not the Harith, Moscow. And it was a great game against that 1-1. I'm not sure about this pick right now from the side of team Big PP, but the Alpha will be taken out. That's a nice one. I mean, you don't want to trade that Alpha to the side of team Big PP. And the Cecilia will be taken out from the side of team BPP right now. The Ling also getting banned from the side of team Yama Super Yama. That's a nice ban. I mean, you can see the bans are already been done. Right now, the second picking phase is starting. Let's see what will the made choice for the side of team Big PP. I mean, I'm actually that Super Yama focused on the jungling bans more than the mage, but it may be they are fearing of the junglers. Therefore, they just taken out all the situations from the hand of team Big PP at this moment because you can see the Ling, Alpha, Suyu, Fanny, then Joy. Five junglers are banned in this match. And right now we're gonna see the last two picks from the side of Super Yama. What it will be a mage and a EXP laner. So in the EXP it will be a high loss. In the mage it will be a Paramis or maybe Aurora. I'm thinking about a Ursa here. Ursa will be great. Having a long range, it can help a lot in this match. And there is a Matilda who can take you out from the situation. But Xavier can work as well as good because he can provide the stun from the backline, provide the CC to your team. So it can also help to you a lot in this match. You're going with Xavier. That's a great pick. I mean, the poke right now the Hayabusa is a problem. I can say because the Xavier and the Hylos will be stopping him with their stuns and poke for sure. And the last pick from the side of Team Big PP is a Louis guy. That's a nice pick. I mean, you're going for the diversion play in this match with the 1-1 in your hand in the goal lane and a Yujong to catch up the backliners. Even though Hayabusa have the ability to catch up the backliners as well, but in the tank we can see that they're ready. The jaw head for the roam, and the whole team is ready from both the sides. The lineups are ready. What do you think? Who gonna take on this match?
Both of the side picks are looking really good into the ship. They have a good support as well. There is a draw hit to, just target onto the backliners with this ejector, but there is a Matilda to support out the team. A good combo with the Lucas over there, and like both of the sides are really pretty well balanced. So it definitely gonna, like depend on the execution coming in from both of the side.
I mean, the strongest one and the Kilua will be in the same side. That's a very nice one. The two white hair guy from anime will be in the same side from Super Yama right now. When the Hylas is there for the sustain for into the front line, and we can see a Matilda also being there to take you out from the bad situation with the utility jungler Lucas. Kind of Yama is having the upper hand right now, but let's see what will happen in the match. But right now we're heading to the match in the BO3 of the Swiss days at Prime Brook's Rise of Legends Season 3. This is the match between Team Yama, Super Yama versus Big PP. And both the junglers are taking up their aggro right now. The match starting off for both sides. Let's see who will be taking on this match. In the casting deck, it's the boy STC doing the color casting. With me, it's not then Yuna will be doing the PvP.
Yep, and here we are into the land of Dawn, the first match of tonight happening between the teams Superyama and PPP. And it's gonna be a really interesting match, because both of the teams are really strong. They have made their way through into this match. And right now, smallpox are coming in from both of the side. The Matilda, the Jawhead giving out vision to their respective teammates. Oh, we can see a little bit of action coming into the play. The Lucas into base. Oh my god, the Super Who getting a first blood onto the Jawhead.
Look, sorry for the it. My network got down at that moment, and yes, look at that. They managed to engage at that moment. They managed to take down one kill, the first block for the Super Yama right now, with the turtle spawning soon into the land of dawn. Let's see who'll be taking it. But before that, there is a fight raising out from the side of Team Big People right now. They wants to take down the Super Yama member before the turtle dance start from them. But right now we can see the initialize. Oh my goodness, Black Dragon right now catching up the Lucas. The jungler will be taken down at this moment, and the Black Dragon is going for the double kill on the Super Who. Super Who with a great rotation. With the help of the Cyclone Eye, but right now the Jawhead with the, oh my goodness, that's a good pull back. But Matilda, Super Who managed to retreat back into the safer zone. But they'll be having this turtle really. That's blunder from the side of Yama. A team Big PP managed to take down the Yama, and then the match got into the hand. The turtle got in the hand of DPP.
Okay, also we can see the Hayabusa stealing away the blue buff of the Lucas. They got the objective, they got the buff, and right now they're targeting onto the goal and dawning, like coming in from the Xavier as well. We can see the Hayabusa diving in, but the Harry just surviving out over there using his chrono dash, the mobility he has. Survived out by the height as well. The BPB will be falling, and right now looking onto the pin, and the ejector has popped in, and the Jawhead getting the kill. Oh my god, the Matilda with the Suckling Eagle over there with the guiding with the Lucas into the back. Base face. Oh my gosh, as well the Lucas, we can see he got the double kill onto the Louis.
Obviously, what a match from the side of Super Yama right now. From the beginning, they're managing to, I mean, uh, dominate the game, and we can say that the Black Dragon again emerging.
Yes, he is into the form, but right now he needs to follow because he's so low onto the HP. And there is a Matilda for the support onto the Lucas, and right the crossbow tank coming from the 1-1 onto the height, but it will be getting, soon deactivated, and she will be falling back. The damage is good, by the 1-1. She's showing a little bit domination onto the lane. The Matilda with the circling eagle over there falling back safely. She didn't want to over engage over. And also we can see onto the river area, the turtle is gonna respawn, and both of the team will be contesting for it. But right now looking onto the orange website, there is a Jawhead giving a good vision to the Hayabusa as well. We can see the Louis also coming in. Oh no, we can see the Lucas orange buff again getting stolen out by the rain as well. There is a clear up onto the bottom lane as well. The neutral objective has spawned into the river area. The Matilda also, we can see the Lucas is present there. The damage is coming in by the Louis. Oh my god, Hayabusa are going with the cold shadow. The shadow kill lock, just locking onto the Xavier and taking down the Xavier. Oh my god, the Millennium has been taken down. Another team fight breaking in the Lucas into the base form as well as duality damage coming in from the Louis, the dragon coming in into the play, and the Lucas need to fall back so low onto the S3, and right now the Hayabusa charging in with the Cold Shadow, but no, he will be falling back as well. The dawning light popping in for the damage for the vision, and the team BPP will be going towards the neutral objective as well. The Super Yama needs to be really careful getting into this when the Hyde is coming in, trying to zone out. The Gross Pathway has popped in, the rain securing the neutral objective for the team as well. The dawning light popping in, but not dealing a good damage, and the both of the team will be falling back.
Obviously, and you can say that Super Yama is right now taking the whole match into their hand. But the thing is, Big PP is also trying their best to be in the match. And right now, look at the position of that Jawhead. He got shown out at this moment, but it's okay. There is the overextension from the side of team Big PP, we can say.
Definitely, and also there is a Louis over there, and there's a Jawhead providing a vision. The Hylas going in and charging upon to the Louis with the glorious pathway as well. The Matilda going with the circling evil over there, but no, the damage coming from the Louis duality as well. The Hayabusa charging, the ejector has been popped in, the dawning light coming in. Oh my god, the in and a combination hitting on to top, and right now the user was joining into the team fight. Oh no, the Jawhead getting a shutdown as well. The Hylas has been taken, the white is the Black Dragon from taking down the Super Who. Oh my god, that was a really amazing team fight.
I mean, if you're gonna see that when the fight is arising, the dragon is not engaging at that moment. He is coming in the late time, and then he managing to take down some kills and giving that perfect CC for the team. And even though the diversion play is helping a lot in this match right now for the side of Big PP, and they are kind of taking on this match into their hand. I mean, the match started with a nice to great start for the side of Team Supayama, but then Big PP is right now into the havoc. They are getting into the havoc right now for their side, and they're literally managing to take on this match into their hand. But look at that. They managed to take down the third tier
Yes,
in the bot section as well as the Jawhead is right now going on with the Xavier. But in the meantime, in the off camera, we can see that the 1-1 got taken out as this moment, and the Jawhead didn't catch didn't caught that Xavier. And Team Supayama managed to take down the first tier the third tier in the top lane right now. The turtle engaging over. Turtle coming over there. But right now, this black dragon.
yup, the Black Dragon is into form as well. The Rain taking down the Xavier. He's not stopping there. The damage passive coming from the Wise is insane. The Rain securing the double kill onto the Lucas. Right away, the triple kill onto the Harriet. Oh my gosh. Four of the members are down by the team BPP.
And a misjudgment from the side of Supayama. I can say that they went for that turret, lost four people at a moment, and even the turtle will be taken down by the side of team Super. No, Big PP right now. Big PP is kind of taking on the gangs as well as the usual objectives into their hand. And look at that, they are in the lead right now, 4K goal lead.
Definitely, they have got the neutral objective for themselves as well. They're leading in the goal lead, the perfect, rotation coming and the joy providing a good vision as well. One man doing quite well into the goal and dominating out, and we can see the theater is falling in as well. The YZ participating into the team fights, coming from the his lane and just going on to the back lines right now. We can see the ejector play coming in by the joy. Oh my god, still the 1-1 was there, but the Super Yama will be falling back, not overextending the team fight. The YZ into the black dragon form over the targeting onto the Matilda. The Matilda with the circling AO over there with the guiding with the Lucas. Oh my god, the Gross Father coming for the mobility ejector coming from the Joy as well. The duality damage popping in Joy getting onto the Lucas. Oh my god, the Harry dealing a lot of damage, and right now Solo got so onto that, but he need to fall back. Oh, the Hylas is just going with the law and order, giving that sustained coming from the Hylas as well. The Dawning Light popping in by the Xavier, and we can see again, the user is trying to, go into team fights, but now he's playing out carefully. The Rain with the Shadow Kill just going onto the back liner, but no, he won't be, further engaging. And we can see another team breaking in. The Glorious Path popping in by the Hylas as well. The Rain going with Hot Shadow over there. The YG is there. Oh no, my Shadow has been taken as well. The double kill coming.
Triple kill and a maniac for the side of Lucas. A shutdown onto the Yuzong. And this is what Super Chizu, Super Darling is right now doing in this match. Taking down a maniac for the Super Yama. What a fight. What a turning event I was talking about. This is what you want in this match. They went for the perfect chance and then they ganged upon the team Super Yama. But then Lucas was out of the syllabus and managed to take down that maniac. That was great. But right now the Lord is up. I think the team is resurrecting back into the safer track. Let's see, we'll be taking this first Lord. Will it be Super Yama or will it be Big PP? Both of the teams are giving the tie-to-tie fight.
Definitely, both of the teams are playing out so well. Sometimes the BPP is winning, sometimes the Super Yama, the eject Prime, the Joy is not a circling eagle, and the metal are getting shot down into the air only. Oh my god, what a damage was provided by the team as well. They're starting with the Lord Dance over there. I consider it will be really easy and uncontested. The Lord for the team BPP.
Okay, look at the diversion right now onto the bush, and they managed to diversion well. But right now, the Hayabusa and the whole team going on with the Lucas right now at a sliver of HP. The Xavier got managed to take him down as well as the Lucas with the beast form. Right now, going on to the Joy and the sliver of HP. The high loss Glorious Pathway already up. Zaman Force is up. But right now, look at that 1-1. Dragon from the backside going on to the 2-man, 3-man. And in the meantime, the crossbow tank is giving a lot of damage. And he will be taking down that high loss as well. And with the double kill on the Harith. This blunder for the side of Super Yama. 3-man down. Blazing is up. Lord is coming up and from the bot lane. And look at that, at a sliver of HP right now, dancing in the lane. That Hayabusa is going inside, but will be caught down by that Matilda, and the base damage will not be. I mean, a little. I mean, that will be much for to take down that Hayabusa at that moment. But what engage? I mean, Lucas peacefully taking his buff, taking down their lawn, and then straight on the point went for that diversion onto the bush. And then they just engaged with the three-man crossbow tank in the action, taking down the two-man. And before the Lord coming into your base, three-man already down. But Hayabusa went for the overextending move, and Matilda in the meantime managed to take down him with the help of the base damage. But right now, Black Dragon emerging into the two-man of Supayama.
Definitely, using just going in with the Black Dragon farm, but no, he will be falling back. I guess he don't want to overextend as well. He's just trying to force them to go back to their pets, but looking onto the bottom left, it's not looking good for the YZ getting shut down. Four member onto him. I mean, that was kind of overextended fight coming from the YZ as well. The diving play coming from the Louis, the rain taking down the height. Oh my gosh, and we can see a lot of damage coming in by the one over there, and the rain getting the double kill by the Okishadi kill right now is going on to the backline, and as well the Lucas has been taken down by the 1-1. Oh my gosh, what a damage coming in, and we can see the Hayabusa going back is so low onto the HP, but right now they are not stopping there. They want to lock onto the base. They want to end the match because the one has great damage onto itself as well. The Joy hit there, just to target onto the backline, and the one just locking onto the base. The match ends here.
I mean, this is blunder for Yama side. They managed to take down the Yuzong at that moment. Then the engage with the diversion play from this Louis was too great at that moment. And the first match will be secured by the side of Super Yama. I mean, no means not Super Yama, Big PP. What a game, guys! I mean, the diversion play will literally played an important role in this whole match. I can say this Louis was great, and a little bit of Super Chizu was falling down with his MM. I mean, not much engaged, not got that snowball in the early. What that 1-1 got because of his team rotation, we can say. So they will be rectifying their mistake for sure in the second set because this is a BO3, so anything can be happen. Let's see what will happen in the second match. Will Yama do their comeback or it will be a 2-0 clean sweep from the side of Big PP? We'll be coming back after. Thank you for watching. Thank you.
Alpha, my dear doomed king. cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity. Dear doomed king, the time has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity. Dear doomed king, the time has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity.
Hello, everyone. Here we are back into the Prime Brooks Rise of Legends Season 3, and this time we are playing the Swiss stage right now. Not playing, I'm casting. Big PP and Yama, Super Yama are playing right now. If I will give a small insight, what happened in the previous round, it was like Super Yama got clutched by the side of Team Big PP. I mean, they were trying to defend the base, but then they just throw at the last moment. But it's okay, they will be trying their comeback in this match for sure. I have hope on them. And who doesn't want to the match to go to the third round? In the casting team, it's the boy Steve with me, son, and my friend, my co-caster, Yuna. Yuna, please say what will be the ban from the side of Yama this time.
Okay, hello, Astasia. I'm in both of the teams. I played out so well in the first match. But right now, it's gonna be a really, do or die situation for the team Super Yama because the pressure is over their head, and they have to win this match if they want to proceed towards the third match and, just get that victory for themselves. And right now, looking onto the first drafting phase, we can already see the Harry, the Sicilian getting banned out. I mean, good choices are coming in. The Sicilian late game potential is really good with the bad phase, with the Senjin class interacting onto the junglers as well. There is height. I mean, this hero deals a lot of damage, and right now, in he is dominating into the goal in his damage, the mobility advantage he has, have onto himself. Like it's so amazing, every single time whenever I see Harry into the pick, I mean, it's gonna be like he's gonna do out something, for the team. And also they're coming with the Juicing Band kind of expected because Landon Flare always, poking onto the frontliners and Hylos and the metals are getting panned out now.
With the last ban from the first banning phase from the side of Super Yama, it will be a Kalea. That's a nice ban. I mean, the new meta hero who is a combination of all those Kadita, Badang, Gato, and Rafael, I can say, because he can heal also. So, what do you want more from a Roma? She can heal, she can provide you a CC, she can provide you damage, everything she has. She is the, I mean, 100% Roma. She is Sakura. I mean, not Sakura. I can't say she's Sakura because Sakura is, you know what.
It definitely, the strongest Konoichi as well. She is a, healing medical ninja. So, of course, the Killia has everything under her. And right now, we can see the John pick coming in into the last man. The Ishak is so good as well. The attack into the play, a really flex pick. He can go onto the room as well onto the EXP side, but I guess right now going on to the Rome would be really good against the Jawhead as well. The fan coming in. Oh my god, the Fanny didn't got banned out. We usually don't see the Fanny gameplays mostly in the tournament because she always get banned out because of her mobility advantage. The cables, the cut through damage is so good, and if she gets the early advantage, the early snowball, she will be kind of really giving a nightmares to the backliners.
I'll suggest a Pedrin over here for the side of Team Big PP if they want to win this match. If they want to clean with this match, they should go for the Pedrin right now. Okay, a Fanny counter being there. Moscow got picked down for the goal lane. Right now, a lot of heroes are there to counter this Moscow. I mean, Beatrix is open. Even Brody is open right now, so they can go for that as well. And if they will want to go with the trilogy meta, who is right now not even that much heavy in the ML scenario, that is Irithel, Granger, and the Harith. Harith will pan out, but Irithel and Granger are still open. So let's see if they are willing to pick it up. Or maybe they can go for the mage as well, but I don't think they will go with the mage this time. They maybe go with that MM or a Rome pick because I think Badang is in the EXP lane. Look at that. Okay, no, I was wrong. They're going with the mage this time. Versa.
Definitely. I mean, good choice because the Farsa getting the buff. She has more mobility. The damage she provides with the feather edge strike is so good. Into team fights, catching onto backliners, the range advantage she has is so good. But right now, looking onto the second banning phase, we can already see the Suyo getting banned out. I mean, kind of understandable because the Suyo having the mobility onto himself, the damage he provides is so amazing. And if you just let that Suyo get the early fit, he will be, devouring onto the backliners. And there's lots of frontliners. Well, it's so amazing. He can, just keep and just come up from a really drastic situations. But right now, the big PP will be banning out another hero, maybe a Rome ban, or maybe a gold laner ban will be coming in from the side of the team BPP.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What they will go for? It will be a Gatot Kacha, guys. They will want a Gatot Kacha to be in the roam section right now. I think they should also go for that Caramella ban because if you're gonna see this team, they are looking for that Caramella pick as well because it will fit a lot in this lineup for Yama Esports. I mean, they will never go for that Matilda as the Matilda is banned right now, and look at that, Lucas ban will be taken out from the side of team Super Yama right now.
The Lucas ban is, kind of understand because it's a flick flick too. As well, the Lucas sustains a lot as well. The damage provides he can go into the jungle position because the solo guard has already got the phobias onto the EXP lane, but the range with the Lucas is not that expected.
Obviously, and with this, the last ban, the Tigreal has been taken out. Also, it's a also nice ban with a Fanny. The Tigreal do was great with the first size there. Who will be there? One other mobility queen against a mobility queen. So let's see. I mean, Fanny is there. You need that joy to be in your team. Then kind of will having the snowball, but they're again going with that same joy strategy with Selena this time for the match. But I'm not sure about the Selena pick. It's maybe a great pick because right now Selena is in the meta, giving a lot of damage, and also annoying a lot in the match by the Abyssal Arrow as well as the Abyssal Trap. But the thing is, if you want to sustain in this match, you have to play. I mean, in a strategized way because this is a second set. It's a match point set for Big PP. It's a do or die set for the Yama Esports. They need to win this match if they want to be in this match and be in the. I mean, want to play the third set. They need to win this match. So let's see. They'll be going with the Ling and Selena. Okay. Previously, I saw a Ling in the hand of Sarah Moon, and it was too great in the second set. This time in the second set, Big PP's Chungler Rain is going with a Ling right now. Let's see. Maybe Big PP is cooking up this match in their hand. The last pick from the side of Yama Esports, Super Who, their Roma. What he will pick? The Chip God. He's India number one chip. He's global chip. Maybe he can go with a chip, but chip doesn't sound well with this lineup. What it will be? What it will be? The last pick, guys. Will it be a edit? I mean, they are showing this edit in the panel right now, but I'm not sure about it. For the damage as well as the sustain, edit will do works great in this meta. But let's see.
They already picked in cheap enough for this match. The shortcuts will be giving really good surprises to the team BPP into the team side. And right now both of the side. The drafts are really looking really pretty good into their shapes, maybe into their compositions. They have a really good millionaire, the one who's gonna give a lot of burst times as well. The Selena is with her arrows and traps having the mobility advantage onto her. So they both of the teams are really good to go, and let's see into the match what's gonna happen because right now the team PPP are leading. So let's see if they're gonna keep their lead onto themselves or the Super Yama will be making the comeback.
This is Super Who's comfort pick. That chip it will help a lot to him. But right now we can see the Moscow are already starting his golden station, as well as the whole team is going for their aggro. This is the best of three Swiss stage at the Rise of Legends Season 3. Big PP versus Super Yama is right now cooking up. And the first set got won by Big PP, so they are in the passenger seat right now. The driver's seat is on for Super Yama. If they want to be in the driver's seat, they need to win this match first. And so that they can play a third set in this BO3. If they lose this match, it will be a clean sweep for the side of Big PP. This is STZ for the color casting, and with me, my co-caster Yuna, or you can say Yunasaurus, is for the PvP. Big PP and Yuna is for PvP. Well, it sounds good.
Yeah, definitely it sounds good. This is the early phase and nothing much are happening. Both of the teams are just focused on to getting that buffs, getting the creeps for themselves, the farm hub. And we can see the force are coming as well. The Fanny with the cables, so we're trying to just steal away the link jungle creeps as well. It will be helping out the Fanny to
Oh,
farm first as well. Coming in, but it was missed out. The ejected play coming in by the Jawhead, but oh no, the Fanny will
oh,
be
look at
going
that!
back. The Blood coming in as well. The Fanny has been taken down. A rumor for a jungler trait.
Oh, that's a beautiful trade for the side of Big PB. And right now they're going again that Irithel at a sliver of HP managed to get back in the safer zone with the sprint. But right now we can see that Moscow is giving a lot of damage to the chip. Even the Selena is there. The Ling is right now joining the team fight, and he will be going on to the Super Root as sliver of HP will be using the flicker. It will not be much for him to get back into the safer track. Ling is going for the kill, and he will be taking down the chip as well. But what a shot! I mean, if you're gonna see the Fanny play, the Jawhead used his second skill to throw that Fanny into the tower, and then we saw the Spear of Misery into the action. Right now, Sparsa is in a very bad position. Super Chizu, look at that! Selena taking down the Super Chizu and will be taken down as well. 1-for-1 trade, but that is Sliver of HP. Uritel will be taken down by the Moscow right now. Team Big PP has started a great start for them. 5-2 with the score right now. Going for the jungle of Fanny. Fanny will be using his victory at this moment. The turtle is up. Let's see, we'll be taking this turtle. Ling is now contesting for it. But I'm thinking that there is an upper hand for the Big PP right now in the front line in the early game.
And the big PP, they are getting the early game trade. That is really good call, but the team Super Yama needs to play out careful. The 4 is with the Infinite Buzzard onto the Badang, but no, he will be falling back, onto his position as well. Into the river area. The link is not starting with the turtle as well. The team Super Yama dejected play coming in, but they're coming in as well. The Fanny going for the cables. The height has been taken down. The double kill by the Farsa on the obvious. The damage was so good, and right now the people who are getting the shutdown as well. The Selena will be taken. A Tempest Blade coming in from the link, but the link needs to fall back. Sure, the people are trying to chase onto the link as well. The Fanny going in with the cables. The link is getting sandwiched out. Oh no, the damage are coming from the Irithel and the Fanny getting a shutdown onto the link.
Got chunked down at that moment. What a fight breakout from the side of Yama Esports. You need to catch up the Forza, otherwise you'll be gone at this moment. Look at that, the Spear of Destruction just went in a vein. But right now the chip play was, the top court call was literally great one for the side of Yama Esports. I mean, the Irithel went from the soft court, gives some a lot of damage to the players, taking down some kills for the Yama Esports. But in the meantime, we saw that the gold has been sucked out from the Moskov in the top lane. That will help him a lot, but we can say that the trade has been won by Fukuyama at that moment. They got the turtle, they got the kills, maybe they got 4 kills with just cost of 1 kill out there. I mean, with just cost of 1 trade.
Definitely, the trade went so well for the team Super Yama to make the comeback as well. The Farsa damage was so good. The timing of the ultimate landing with the feather airstrike, getting that double kill, it was so amazing as well, securing that neutral objectives. And both of the teams are into the equal pace right now. And we can also see the goal difference is also not much. And feather airstrike coming in by the Farsa, providing a vision, also dealing damage. But there is a Joy just waiting for a moment to come in, and he is there. The chip is also coming onto the river area, providing a good vision. I mean, both of the roamers are doing really great.
I mean, this is the thing. If you're opening the chip for who he will have a immense role in this match. I mean, Irithel needs a chip or a Louis to just having that mobility. He's not like a Moscow, but right now fighting again, breaking out.
Definitely, the Fanny is just going with the cable swinging around as well, looking so beautiful as well. Every arrows coming by the Selena, but not able to catch onto anyone. But right now, Selena solo onto the HP, and she needs to fall back because she needs to be careful. And right, look onto the bottom lane. We can see the Tempest Blade coming in by the link, but the link needs to fall back. He's solo onto the face crack coming in by the Badang, taking down the rain as well onto the top lane. The Selena was taken down by the Fanny. Fanny with the cables over there, dealing a lot of damage, and the Droid has been taken down by the basic out the Irithel as well. The Fanny has been taken down. Oh my god, the damage is so good as well. The Moscow going with the SOD over there. The Irithel over there. Oh my god, it's going so crazy from both of the sides.
Crazy, that was real crazy, and with the crazy shot coming from this Forza with the feather air striking free for the first round to the Moscow. That's GG as well. I mean, the shot court was open at that moment, and the Forza came out. But right, the Fatty coming from the shot court, not from the shot court, from the cable. Taking down the Selena, 2 men down from the side of Team Big PP. The turtle dance already started. Linking into the map, but he's taking off his buff right now with the third tier kind of getting diminished in the bot section. Again, no one is touching the turtle right now. They need to take care of this Forza at this moment. This Forza is giving a lot of damage from the back line. I mean, you need to take care of her, otherwise you will be losing the fight. But look at that, Moscow's confidence. Got the kill onto the Fanny with the Spear of Misery, then SOD into action. A lot of damage on the Irithel even having the Rose Gold. Ejector play into the action, got that Forza, but due to the tears damage, he will be taken down. A shutdown for the first now with the link of the Tempest of Play already been used. Selena getting down, a killing spree for the Fanny with the collecting all the swords. He will be taking out the energy right now, and he'll be taken down from the Fanny. A double kill for the Fanny. Going for the Phoebes right now. The wall has been taken on, but they're not with the Phoebes. They're going for the turtle at this moment. There's a 1v1 going into the bot side. Chief is going for that to help the Irithel, but at a 7 of HP. Irithel will be taken down. Chip used his shot call, and he will be going for the Moscow right now. The shot call has been on. Moscow, my man will be taken down after that intense 1v1 against that Johan. I mean, against that Irithel.
Man, the Team Super Yama getting the
Yeah.
I mean, the Nindo also cured by the Team Super Yama as well. The shot put was so useful, really taking down a goal in it too. I mean, the Moscow was having a good damage spike on him, and taking him down will be a really good, call because the Moscow is dealing a good damage, and like if the Team Super Yama just take him down, it will be really good for the lead game towards them.
I mean, everyone right now at this moment will be singing Yama Yama, and look at that Tempest of Blade again coming on at the flavor of HP. Chip will be taken down after all. At last, Chip will be sent to heaven, and maybe this will be a feather airstrike stow coming from this first right, clearing up the minions. Look at that Jawhead catching up on the Fanny. Not much to taking down that Irithel as well as the Fanny. But right now, Badang is securing the top lane as well. Moscow with a split push mode coming on to that lane. And the chip's new update that you can transport, you can teleport anywhere you want from any map section is literally a great update for chip players. And look at that, they're going for the kills right now. Fanny with the dip got thrown onto that Moscow. Link managed to take down one turret at this moment, but the feather airstrike from the backline giving a lot of damage. With the Irthel taking down that Jawhead as well as the Badang managed to take down the Selena, 4-man down on the side of Team Big TP right now. They're in the blunder. They're going for the link. They do have the ult, but still, Chip is not giving a chance to that link to get back into the safer zone using the Tempest Blade for the safe right now, going onto the safer track. Fanny at a very bad position, getting a lot of damage from the turret. Look at that. Her blood, her HP got half down at a moment. And in the meantime, we can see Idithil managed to take down the second tier in the bot lane. They're getting the turrets, they're getting the ganks, only the Lord is there. We need to take care of this Forza, guys. We need to take care of this Forza. She's literally giving a lot of damage from the background.
Definitely, and right now we can see the Batang just taking down the Joy with the first Dragon Face Wind combo over there inside his own turret. That was so good damage as well. The combo coming in the SODS onto the play, but no, the Moscow won't be going over there and looking on to the Fanny. She's just trying to split us and take down the tier turrets. And right now the Rain is trying to steal away the blue buff of the Fanny, and he is successful. But right now he needs to fall back and onto the mid lane. We can see the Farsa giving a good damage as well. The Cheap is present at that blue buff of the Link. The Tempest of Blade coming as well. The Cheap has been taken down by the airstrike is on display. The Moscow also has been taken by the feather airstrike as well. The monster kill coming in from the Fanny, and the 4-base is really bad into the shape. Oh my gosh, if 100% was onto the play, but the Irithel dealing a lot of damage and taking the 4-base out. Only the Joy and Selena is surviving.
I've already said you have to take care of this Forza, otherwise you're losing the match for sure. Is it if it will be Jawhead, Selena, doesn't matter, but you need to take care of this Forza. She's having great position in the whole match, she's getting the kills, she's giving a lot of damage from the backline. You need to take care of her, and the team is not giving a chance to, get back into the track for that Forza. Again, Feather Airstrike used for the Lord dance. They will be playing the Lord easily into their hand. They're calling back to get some energy back. Right now, Big PB at safer position, but they need to take care of this Forza. We haven't seen the Forza getting down and then fight being taken up. So if the Forza will be taken down, there will be a much relaxed fight for the side of Big PP.
Definitely, the Farsa is dealing a good damage as well, having the range advantage every single time she's into a team fights. She is really safe because no one is targeting onto the Farsa, and she's dealing a good damage, creating a good team fight situation for the side as well. We can see onto the bottom lane, the first element, a lot is marching down, and there is a 4-base, there is Moscow as well. The Cheap is there, and the Cheap is just forcing all the joy to go back. The damage is so good as well. The system coming in by the Cheap, and right now the Lord is marching, and the team BPP needs to defend out this lot, and you can see see anytime, anywhere. The team fight will be breaking it. The strike is onto the play, giving a good vision. And right now, the ejector is coming from the droid as well. The abyssal arrows, but right panicking with the cables over there as well. Pitchcraft coming in, and the droid has been taken down as well. The tier turret falling down of the team BPP, which is not looking really good. The damage by the Moscow is so good, but still, they need to catch on to the backlines as well. The Chief will be falling back. He's so low onto the HP, and right now the team BPP will be focusing on to just clearing off the menace and trying to defend out their base.
Ooh,
The abyssal arrows coming and cutting onto the Gee, the Tempest Blitz coming in,
what's
but the
up?
Chief will be falling with the airstrike was onto the play and taking down Selena. The game is coming by. The Fanny, oh my god, so beautiful. The Irritator melting down. The Solo got to Fanny going with the cables. A cut on the backline, and the Moscow has been taken down. Oh my god, the rain needs to fall. Like Xavier in the HP, and the Farsa will be securing the kill. Only Joy is there, and he needs to defend out this space. The Fishcrack coming in by the Badang. Joy Xavier onto the HP, and the Fanny getting the legendary onto the Joy. 5 for the members are down. The base is wide open. The minions are coming in. The further airstrike is onto play with the flicker over there, locking onto the base. The Super Yama will be winning the second match.
It's not the morning, and the testosterone is low. The big PP is getting into the small PP size right now. And with this, Super Yama claiming the win, and they will be playing the third set. Do or die for both the teams. Let's see what will happen. We'll be taking a short break before the third set will be up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in.
Alpha, my dear doomed king. The time has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity. has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity.
हर शाम आंखों पर तेरा आंचल लहराए guys. We are here back again into the Rise of Legends season 3. Yes, guys, I was remembering someone else, so therefore I said that. And this is the BO3 guys going between Yama Esports versus, Super Yama versus Team Big PP. And the inside is the score is 1-1 right now. This is the third set. Do or die for both the teams. Whoever winning this match, we're going into the next round. The Swiss stage is going on, and it is a big match for both the teams. Super Yama, who just outplayed the whole previous match, they just showed their dominance in the previous match. They just, got retaliated back into the safer trap. And right now, the last set, T will be taking down this last set. We are here into the banning phase, the draft phase. This is your boy Ash TZ in the casting desk, as well as with me is none than Unasaurus, my co-caster Una. So she went for having some water. And I'm here, guys, looking after the draft. We can see the Fanny will be taken out from the side of team Big PP right now because you know what just happened in the previous match. The Fanny literally gave a lot of hardship to the side of team Super Yama. To the side of team Big PP from the side of Super Yama. They just opted out from the draft. That ability to enjoy as well as the Harith will be taken out from the side of Super Yama right now. They don't want to give that to those two heroes to the side of Team Big PP. Let's see what with the last band coming out from Super Yama. Chip will be taken out. A respect band for the Super Who. Super who is India number one chip. He will not having that chip again. They knows that what the chip done in the previous match. So many bands coming out for the previous match. Literally Fanny, Chip, they're going against with that Versa, and they're literally clearing the whole previous section band. Let's see what will be the last band from the side of team Super Yama. Will it be a Chushin or will it be a Rome like Badang? Maybe a Badang band can come, but no, it's a Kalea. They don't want this Kalea to be in the hand of Team BPP right now. And Matilda will be taken out. So whose options has been taken out? Kufra is there for Super Who, but let's see if he will go for the Kufra or not. But the Matilda and the Chief will be taken out. Both the who's favorite tanks will be taken out at this moment. The comfort tanks for Who. But look at that. The Sui will be picked up from the side of Super Blaze. It's a nice pick from Super Blaze side. He's going with that to you for the jungle and the Badang pick straight into the point by Oh My Snow. And what is baby Baba Yaga is kind of cooking right now. Will he go for a Forza this time? Or will he, throw the Forza to the side of Super Yama again? Because the previous one, you couldn't catch up the Forza. Defense was too great. Even though the frontliners was maintaining the distance for the junglers and the team from that Forza from the whole match. This is the way, guys. The whole team is right now trying to defend their mid laner, their backliners. That was the key point. We just gave 1 point to the side of Supayama in this best of three. But right now we're gonna see a Gatot Kacha and a Badang combo from the side of team Big PP. Yuna, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Astrid. A good picks are coming in, and we can see the super talent is going in with CC. Understandable because the CC is gonna give a lot of hard time to the Gatagacha over as well onto the Batang. The Yo-Yo Blades, the damage is so good as well. The CD is onto that in skill as well. The turtle calls will be onto the point into team fights, like slowing down the movements, the boy and mouse having the mobility. It will be really nice for the CC the time on to like go just facing of the Badang. But the question is, who will be going onto their own position? Is it the Badang or the Gato Kacha? Because both of the picks are a flex pick. But I'm thinking the Badang will be onto their own position. So actually, what do you think?
Sicilian, TC, Badang, Gatot Kacha. Very nice pick. CC for the Gatot Kacha, or maybe for the Badang, but Louis diversion play once again into the action. And you saw what just happened in the first set, how the diversion play literally took up the whole game for the Yama. Again, they're going with the
I
Super
mean, yeah.
Yama against the Super Yama with that diversion play of Louis from the side of Akido. And let's see what happened. But before that, second banning phase is starting right now. And let's see what we're gonna see the bans right now because a lot of heroes are open at this moment. It will be Jawhead, guys. That. I mean, that's something. I mean, I was not expecting because both the matches we saw Jawhead being in the hand of team Big PP, but right now they're going for the Jawhead ban. That's something else. Remember, Hayabusa will be taken out. We also know that how Hayabusa was great for the side of Team Big PP. I mean, Rain was great with Hayabusa, even though he was great with the lane, but the team couldn't have much help for him at that moment, so he just fall down. Right now, Tag will be taken out. Super Who with no option right now. He will be going with the Kufra for sure.
I mean, yes, and the last ban coming in from the Team Super. What it will be, either it's gonna be another jungler ban or maybe the golden. And yeah, they're banning out the lane, kind of understandable because they don't want to give any junglers to the opponent team because they already have the Suyo. And the junglers which are also the banning panel gonna cause a lot of problems for the Suyo. And right now the thing is, the question is Rain, which jungler he will be going into this match because his main junglers are already taken out. And right now the Baba Yaga going on to the goal lane, which goal lane he will be picking in because the team Supayama, they haven't picked out their goal lane. So they will be like getting some counter picks. The Granger is onto the play. We know the Granger gameplay of the Baba Yaga is really good, but right now the Iritel will be popping out the height is banned out. So Iritel is an good option right now. And let's see which heroes will be coming into the play from both of the sides.
Look at that. Five camps has been taken out in this game for Super Who, and Super Who taken out the two junglers used by Big PP that is I have to stand the lane. So what Rain gonna use at this moment and what Super Who gonna use for the roam? It's a big question, guys. And look at that. Against a Granger, you're going with the, 1-1. I think Moscow would have been better at this moment, but let's see. They're cooking off with the 1-1 right now with the high loss being shown in the panel right now to get picked by Super Who. And if Super Who gonna take it, then it will be a lot fantasizing moment for the side of Super Yama. Okay, we're going with the high loss in the roam section. Let's see what will be the jungler. Will it be a utility jungler? Will it be a perfect assassin jungler? Because Jungler has been taken out. The Ling has been taken out. Fanny and the Sun has been taken out. Whole meta jungler has been taken out by this game. But Nolan is open. You can go for the Nolan. We don't see a lot of Nolan players nowadays. We go with the Julian as well. Julian is open as well. Oh,
Oh,
that's something new. Hanzo is also open. So let's see what will be they going for.
definitely, right now, a lot of measures of the rain is already out and he doesn't have that much option on him. And right now, he's going with the Nolan. I mean, I haven't seen playing this hero a lot of times. Mostly it's the Fanny, either the Choi or maybe the Hayabusa. But right now, it's something new towards me, so I'm kind of excited to see how the gameplay. And right now, both of the teams are just finished off their traps. It's looking really good, for two of the sides. They have really well balanced teams, so it's gonna be a really interesting match because both of the sides add kind of pressure onto them because they already have the 1-1 points, and this third match will be the deciding factor who will be going further on to the rounds.
Okay, let's see what will happen if Yama Esports at this moment can go to the next round of the Swiss stage, or it will be Big PP settling the score for 2-1. Let's see what will happen. For that, we are heading into the Land of Dawn for the third set of the VO3 against Yama Esports Super Yama versus Big PP at Rise of Legends Season 3, powered by Prime Brook. Do hit the subscribe button, share the stream to your friends to have this type of exciting matches. Comment in the stream you're gonna want Super Yama or Big PP, and do let me know you're liking the stream or not because we want your support, guys. Your support is something which just boosts our morale. Right now, both the junglers are going off to their aggro position and taking off their aggro soon will be level 4 soon and contesting for Turtle. Let's see what will happen. Me as TZ in the casting deck with Yuna Saras. for the PvP. Nasaurus, please take over the match.
Okay. I have a Unosaurus into the the casting decks, and I have come out from a Jurassic time. So just let's forward to the the land of Thor right now. We can see the two of the sides just clearing up to Sangal Pops and getting the farm onto themselves onto the bottom lane. The CC over there with the Gacha, the Yo Blitz kind of giving a lot of pain towards him. And right now we can see all of them are rotating towards the ball. I guess they're kind of targeting onto the bot lane, doing some pressure onto the EXP lane. There is a Katakaja, there is a Louis coming in as well. And the Batang just trying to weaken the EXP laner. And looking onto the top lane, there is Len as well. The Hylas is going ahead, and this is C Leon is also present, and they are kind of pressuring onto the goal lane. I mean, a good rotations are coming from both of the sides, and anytime soon the team fight will be breaking in.
Obviously, and look at that charge coming from the Suyu right now, and a fight is breaking out.
Yeah, when we can see the Suya solo onto the HP, and the Rain is trying to get on the Suya, but no, the overextension will be punished out by the Hylas as well. We can see the 1-1 getting a kill onto the Badan, and right now Baba Evan needs to fall back. Oh my gosh, that was really good, 2 kills secured by the team Super Yama.
Obviously, and Super Yama is right now having a great start on this do or die 2-0 for them, and Turtle is up. Suyu having a great position at this moment. They are winning the jungle from the beginning for of Big PP. So let's see if the river area will be great help for the Yama or not.
Definitely, and right now the turtle has spawned into the river area, and we can see the Batang, just sitting into the bush, trying to give the vision to the team as well. The Sicilian over there with the Batfish, giving a good damage as well. We can see the Louis also there to poke in with the duality coming in, and we can see the Rain also trying to join into the turtle dance as well. The Suya will be joining to the Batang with the zoning as well. The EOG being into the play, but not connecting to anyone. The Suya with the evil killer onto the Batang. Oh my gosh, the soul of God is so low onto the HP. Also, the Vengeance has popped in, and the soul of God will be getting knocked out by the Sicilian as well. The Badak has been taken down. The double kill by the Suyo onto the Louis. Oh my god. 3 of the trades going into the side of the Team Super Yama.
The Super Blaze is right now a ghost for the side of Big PP because he's literally marking up each and everybody. You're gonna see they haven't started a kill yet. They didn't open this match yet for themselves. But right now, Fist will be helping a lot to stun that high loss. But look at that Sanguine Claws looking to stun up that Padang as well as the Louis right now in the goal lane. There's a dominance being shown by this 1-1 right now. The Nolan is there, and that's the thing. I mean, Nolan is not good against Stuyu, and look at that. Nolan got marked by the crossbow tank. But there will be not a lot from the side of Super Yama right now. But they are in the driving, not in the driving seat. They are in the passenger seat right now. Great start from them. 5-0 is the score. No single kill yet been opted by the side of Big PP. Let's see if they. I mean, Yama is doing a great thing that they're waiting for the turtle fight. Okay, diversion play into the action. Is he going to be taken down? Glorious pathway.
Whereas by the popping by the Hylas as well, the AUG coming in, and we can see a kill secured as well. The Batang charging, trying to give that zone out, and the Suyo has been taken down over there. Oh my god, the absolutely damage coming in as well. The Batang getting taken out by the Hylas over there, and it's so taking down the Hylas over there. Of course, Batang has been activated. The Vengeance is popping in, and right now the 1-1 is not in a good situation, and the 1-1 has been taken down.
That was overextension. You should have gone back into the safer track without going greedily for that Granger. But then Bat Fist was on, but it was the range was too high for the Sicilian. Doesn't got the chance. Right now, I mean, they managed to take down 4 kills for the trade of 2. It's a good start for the Big PP right now, I can say. I mean, the goal lead is not very much. It's kind of 1k. And it will be replenished soon as well because they will be able to take this turtle into their hand. But Super Yama is still in the driving seat and still in the passenger seat. So maybe they can off this turtle as well. But let's see the second little objective onto the map right now. Who will be taking up Super Who giving the joning for the side of Super Yama right now. But down with a flicker alt onto the Suyu.
Definitely. and we can see Glorious Path is popping the AOG onto the point right now. The Louis has been taken down by
Oh,
this Yo-Yo place. Oh my god, this is Villain taking down the Badang. The bat impact damage is so good as well. There is a rain with a fracture over there, but he needs to fall back. The Sentient Claws coming in, and right now to the one with the basic attack dealing a good damage, and they need to fight. Just fall back. The solo god is present and they to create a distraction for the rain, and we can see the turtle dance starting into the river area. The rain will be going in for the contestant, but right now he needs to fall back. The highness over there joining out, and the turtle has been secured as well. The kill just got into the hands of the Suyo. Oh my gosh, that was so good. And right now the team BPP needs to fall back because the Suyo has a lot of damage and they need to just go back and don't overextend. But right now we see the glorious pathway into the play as well. The cotton curse, the Louis getting the kill onto the high loss. The bad is into the play. Oh my god. And we can see the Suyo getting again kill onto the, but that Louis needs to fall low onto the HP and staying longer will not be.
I can say that the trade won by Super Yama. They managed to take down the Roma. They managed to take down the tier as well. But right now, diversion play.
Definitely, the diversion play was so good. They were able to take down the Suyo by the rain, the cotton claw slowing down the movements, and the CC going with the Euro Blitz taking down the Louis, the AOG popping in onto the CC right now. The Gato catch over there, not stopping there, but he needs to fall back because the Euro Blitz is annoying as well. The Cecilia is there with the bat, he's dealing damage, but hitting onto the cribs as well onto the bottom. As we can see, the glorious pathway has already popping as well. The Baba Yaga is defending hard with the Rhapsody over there, dealing a good damage, but there is no frontliner, so he needs to fall back.
Go back, and that's the way diversion play happened with the fracture from the Nolan at that moment. So you got down. So you should have been retreat back, not getting that. I mean, he should have been replenished his HP at that moment. It was a pro kill, I can say, from the side of Super Yama. But right now, Big PP is trying the best to be back. But you can say that one thing. The same thing is not happening what happened the previous match. They didn't catch up the Forza. Forza was dealing the damage. But right now, Team Super Yama catching off the Louis because of the Suyu diving in charge. And that's helping them a lot. They're taking out the back line of it right now. Hylos will be taken out by the four members of the Big PP. It's a nice to one for, trade from the Big PP. They managed to take down the roamer before the turtle dance all started. And right now the turtle dance started with a beautiful positioning coming out from the Budang. He's in the L2 bush. And the jungle control is in the hand river area also into the hand. So they managed to take down the turtle. Right now we can see a split push will be up, but there is a diversion play still onto the mark. So anything that happens, guys, they should be careful of it. But before that, Suyu and the CC managed to take down one turret. Look at that, they're preparing for the diversion play maybe. Suyu is right now going into the blue buff of Nolan. He will be catching up the blue buff at this moment. And in the bush, all the four members of Big PP are there. They may be planning for a diversion, but look at the position of Oh My Snow. The Badang's position is too good. Diversion play already been happened, but not much. They were not aware that no one was there. Diversion play could have been into the bot section, maybe. They could have got some kills at that moment. But right now, Fukuyama is kind of pacing of the game because, kind of slowing the pace of the game because they want to take on the fight in the Lord, maybe. Usual objective fight. And securing some kills at that moment will be helping them a lot because Louis in the portions right now giving a lot of damage from backline. So we need to take care of her as well. They're waiting for that moment. They're waiting for that one chance where they will be shining today in this Prime Brook tournament. Right now, plays on the right of the Indian damage with the fist crack.
The AOG just dropping in and connecting onto the Hylas. The gross path is already popped in by the Hylas. The ring of punishment is also there. A good time. This engine first coming in as well. The Rhapsody damage by the Baba Yaga. But oh no, the Solar God is not in a really good position. But Hylas was getting shot down by the Grand Rhapsody over the cotton cost has been called out. The engine cost connecting onto the Katakacha has been taken down as well. The CC getting the shutdown by the Baba Yaga. Oh my god, the fraction by the rain. And the Suyu has been taken down. No, three members are down from the team Super Yama.
Holy moly, guys. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. Yang Yang reaction. Oh, damage. Oh, that's easy from the CC. So the Green Juice Rhapsody play was into the action and they must take down the three members before the Lord dance. And this will be helping them a lot. The Nolan will be taking out the Lord right now into the hand. That was a blunder from the side of Super Yama.
Definitely, the correct moment the way the Gatotsu landed his Yuji as well, the Baba Yaga damage was so good. Like he melted down those heroes, and he got the double kill as well. The rain going in with the fracture, just taking down the heroes. It was so good for themselves as well. A lot.
Look at that. Look at that. This Louis. Damage is too much. Again, the super darling will be taken out at this moment. Mean is marching into the innovators. They want to take care of this, not the mini innovators to the 30, but right now they're at 30 back and AOG into the connection. Rory's Pase pulled up, but the Patang will be taken down as well as the killing spree will be taken off from this Ranger, giving a lot of damage to you at a very bad position. One more taking down the Grain. Will get some catcher, 1-for-1 trade. Will be having a lot of emotion in this top section. What do you think? Will there be another fighter? Back, they're disengaging themselves. We need to take this tier 1. But look at that super play charging upon to that Ranger. Level of HP. But is the thriller will be taking down that Rangers before the next one happens.
Definitely, the Granger didn't have any vision onto himself, so he was trying to, just take down the theater at the middle, and which is really important. But the thing, he didn't have any vision as well. There was no any front and the present. He could have, just backed down because we were just waiting for a moment to just take him down because the Granger damage is so good right now, and he needs to be taken down as much as the Suya had the chance to lower down his damage. And right now, looking onto the middle lane, the Hylius is present at there as well. The Gatakacha, but as well the one as well. The CC coming for the support right now to the Hylos as well. The one joining and right now the first lot has been defended off with Team Supayama as well. Some of the territories have fallen down off their side, which is a really good trade win for the Team BPP. And right now they just need to engage very careful into the team fights because the engagement is really important. The Gattaca is going onto the back line, but the EOG is sometimes connecting, sometimes not. Only the problem going in, and right now the Rain getting a kill onto the highlights. The EOG coming onto the play, connecting onto the two people, but right now he needs to fall back, and the Katakata getting the shut down onto the inside the turret of the Team Supayama. The second cross damage is so good as well. The damage coming in from his teammates.
He made a strong overextension from the side of different Tata. Communicated between the angles of the AOG. You can go for me. Look at the damage. Louis. Easy, man.
Definitely, the damage spike is so good. The Sicilian having advantage of the range is so good for himself. And right now, the second lot will be respawning into the river area. And let's see who's gonna get the lot for themselves. Because, if the team BBB can get this lot, they can take down some more territories, and, it will be easy for themselves. But right now, the thing is, they need to be really careful on the engagement because the Gatakasha is there as well. The Bedang zone out, but also the position is really important on the team fights. And right now, because the Rhapsody damage melts down the city, that's really good. And as well, the team PPP is trying to get the river control onto themselves, and they're trying to just start with the Lord dance because it's really important, and they don't want to give any chance to the Team Supayama.
Just standing in the jungle right now, it will be helping them a lot. I don't think Fukuyama will be able to take down this Lord, and look at that. After the Lord taken down, that was playing to the action.
Definitely dives the players into the action as well. We can see the damage coming from there. That's another over there as well. The cotton cost has been called out. The growth pathway by the Hylas as well. The EOG going in for the survival purpose of Batang with the fish crack. The Sicilian has been taken on by the as well. The Batang has been taken down. Oh my god, the Rhapsody, the crossbow tank is on, dealing a lot of damage onto the solo god, but the solo god will be falling back in the favor HP as well. The Baba Yaga needs to fall because Suyo is charging onto the Baba Yaga, but right now dashing out the Suyo and onto super blaze. The Rhapsody damage so good onto the CC, and as well we can see the Dives play coming in by the Louis. She is waiting for at the bush to come out the opponents, and right now she's just waiting over there as well. The Rainer has joined in. The duality damage is there, but not hitting onto the pack liners as well. The Granger is present there. The Lord is marching from the top lane. They need to defend out as well. The Badang will be joining soon into the team fight.
Obviously, after taking down the Lord, they managed to play that adversion play and managed to take down Super Who at that moment. Taking out the Super Who from the engagement is helping them a lot because the tank is not there, so nobody is sustained. For the side of, again, the Glorious Pathway is popping up, but the Innovators will be taken down from the side of BKB right now. With the Lord emerging from the top side, will be taking down another Innovator. And in the bot side, there is a fight going on, breaking out. Again, they managed to take out Super Who from the side right now. Fighting is up. The Coast Guard now with the AOG.
Definitely. Definitely, and we can see the AOG coming into the play. No, the Badang needs to fall back. The cutting cost was called as well. The one has been taken, and the rain taking down the super darling over there. Oh my god, the Gattacut is not stopping this, sustaining a damage, but he will be punished out. They are locking onto the base right now, and the third match has been won by the team BPP.
Congratulations, Big PP, on your win and going into the next round. I'll be talking a lot onto this last match. Because too many didn't do the analysis properly after the match, but right now I'll do it. The start was great from the side of Super Yama. Look at the Super Yama lineup. They are beautiful, having that Sicilian on the late game, having a two use damage. Look at 79% team fight participation. 79% team fight participation from Super Who as well. But you know what the main thing was? In the end, the Kotkacha and the Badang was waiting for Super Who. Because apart from Super Who, there were no one who can give the sustain to the team. They were taking out the Super Who in each and every fight and then engaging on the backliners, taking off them, and then boom, you're losing the gang again and again, three times. Even though the Nolan pick was too bad in this meta, I mean, in this match. But then before the neutral objective popping up, they were managing to take down the Super Yama's two or three members. And easily, they will be taking out the neutral objective. So I can say that the start was great, but kind of aggressive mood was already being there on the whole match. And so what just happened in the end, I mean, the cost was too high for the Yama. They had to lose. They got to lose this match. It's okay, guys. They will be rectifying their mistakes. But sadly, it was their last match. They were getting this round. So I mean, I thought that they were having a great memories for sure before getting this done. But it's okay, guys. You have done a lot in each and every tournament. Respect for you all. And also, congratulations and respect for Big PP for winning the match with a 2-1. A beautiful contesting match we saw at this night, and as well as our viewers. And with this, we're taking a short break before the last match of tonight will pop up. Another BO3. Be there, guys. Don't go anywhere. It's LTF versus. Yeah, Royal 24. Yeah, I mean, the royalty will be shown against the Lakshmi Chit Fund. Let's see who will be taking on the last match of tonight, the last PO3. But right now, me and Yuna, STZ and Yuna, will be signing off. And thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Be there, guys. Stay tuned with us because the stream will be on. We too will be taking off a break. So thank you for watching.
Alpha, my dear has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity. has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rise of Legends Season 3, and finally we are kicking off the last match of the night. And Debbie, I know you're just as excited as me for this game, so I already introduced the casting deck, right? I'm Shinryu and I'm joined by Debbie for this game. So Debbie, how are you feeling for this matchup? This is Royal Manipur taking on against Metaru, so a best of 3 at it.
It's gonna be very exciting scenario because you know what, Royal Manipur has already made a name for themselves and Metaru even. So we are gonna be seeing they can bring out actually, because yes, we are gonna be jumping right into the drafting phase because we have already banned out the heroes that they do not want, because Royal Manipur into the blue side and Metaru onto the red side. That's gonna be a different story, because as we can see, the Fanny being banned away by Metaru, because yes, they do not want to give it away, and very understandably so. The Suyo and the Hylas though, is this something of a, do they have some kind of strategy for RM that they ban out the heroes that they could possibly go for?
I think they should have done their homeworks, right? Because you wouldn't
Mhm.
just want to go against these teams without doing much about them. And I think there's enough data about the team so far. Tournaments have already been, ranging for a longer period of time. So right now the bans are pretty sensible from both the sides. They're banning out the utility as well as the heroes that can provide a lot of annoyance. So far the Zushin is still open enough for take last ban slot from team Metaru. They can ban it out or they can just trade it off for some good hero, but I see a lot of team actually going for the the pick of kind of gameplay. So Kalia being one, the Johead next, the Chow also there. So I think that those heroes can come off, and with that you really need a good mage, and I think Zushin really starts off things really well while at that.
Oh, the Jushin's completely ignored, so the Harry that is to be coming through. So Metaru does not want to take away the Jushin or pick it away. So if Royal Manipur can go for the Jushin, it will be good here. But still, Jushin got a lot of counter as well, and with the changes that she already received, it also means that she's not gonna be as such of a nuisance as she was into the
Yeah.
previous metas. So oh, okay. Bizu Hunter
Hey,
just tried to go for the Badang. And I feel like, you know what, Senior, this is just a safer choice, I would say. It's better than going for the juice in here.
with the Hayabusa being open, right? So there's enough dive against the Zushin,
Yeah,
right? The Hayabusa can just counter it out, right? And I think
yeah.
that's a safer choice, like you mentioned. And going for the grandeur after the Harith being banned is also a smart choice at this point. And they do have the luxury of just going for a flex pick at this stage. The Gurut card is still open. So is the Phobius, right? But they will lock onto the Joy really early on. So the jungle are already being revealed from Team Metaru, and the Hayabusa instantly being locked in.
Oh my god, the Hayabusa. Yeah, there we go. I do understand that for Relic here, he can try to go for the Joy, but still, I would be having a second thought about going for the Joy when there is the Badang here. So Bizu Hunter, you know what? If he pick out the Badang here, they can just put it into the roam as well for Royal Manipur, I mean, and try to pick out another hero for the roam, because I mean for the XP, if he goes for the roam, he can be that stopper for the Joy as well, so they can move around in that strategy as well. But look at that, for the Royal Manipur, they want to go against a Grandeur with a shorter range like the Moscow. So this is just showing that they want to go for the late game.
I think the late game is really somewhere this hero shines, right? Most of the marksmen do.
Mm.
optimization is really quick, and the space the team can provide to really facilitate how well they will actually be able to just go for the scaling, right? And against a pick like Joy, I think the reposition can work really well, and with the Fear of Misery, he can just lock it down, like just pin the members, right? So that can work in some extent, but again, uh, Sicilian coming in, more stacks, more funneling on the side of Meta. And I think it's a really too much value or too much, reliance that they're putting onto the late game with the grandeur as well as the Sicilian. They need a lot of resources on those two heroes alone.
Yeah, that's actually true. And if you want to go for the Sicilian or the Granger, you do want to have an early game jungle as well. But I feel like Joy does not come online that early. She does need to have the Holy Crystal to be that much of a nuisance. But if they can have the snowball rolling on for them, then it's gonna be a good game for Metaru here. But still, they're gonna be banning out the pick of heroes that can potentially be a counter for the Joy. So the Johat will be banned away. But for the side of Royal Manipur, they have to take away the phobias instead of keeping it for themselves. So I do smell a badang onto the XP still. Because it could have been good for the Joy too, but phobias being banned just means that they want a different kind of XP lane.
Absolutely, and I really felt, the Phobius could have been a better third pick for Team Etaru. Really a good
Yeah.
target against the Moscow, he can just punish it really well. The dashes can really be annoyed. I mean, you will get annoyed while you dash, right,
Yeah.
against a Phobius every time with a Hayabusa and as well as a Moscow. I think that would have been the perfect choice, but just thought different, right? They just wanted the late game insurance with two heroes being present, but I do understand what they're trying to go for. They just feel that early game they might just lose a lot of ground against a Badang, against a Hayabusa, and this is something really new. The Zushin being banned at the ninth slot, something we are not really accustomed, right, Benny?
Yeah. This is new. This is definitely new. Yeah, this is, undoubtedly always been banned to the first place. So, like I said, for Metaro, it's like they are just directly knowing what to go for. But for Royal Manipur, them taking out the Suyu and the Halo Steel maybe remains a mystery to me. Or possibly there's Metaru who always ban out the Suya. But I've always seen them using the Joy, prioritizing the Joy instead of the Suya, though.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this has to be something that they just really want to take it away. And yeah, there's possibility that not, some two heroes, some one or two heroes are kind of a curse for some squads. So that has to be the reason, of course. And for the XP, if we talk about the XP here, actually, Royal Manipurs are the one narrowing down the XP leaders here. I feel like for Metaru, they do need the CC, the crowd control. I mean, not the hero CC, the crowd control. So them going for the Hilda here. Oh, what are your thoughts, Shinryu? Is it good?
I do understand the idea behind it, but I think it's too late. They should have gone in for a bit of lockdown skills, or like you mentioned, the crowd control really could have turned the tides of the game because they have a Moskov to worry about as well as a Hayabusa who can just instantly come in. The Moskov with the Spear of Destruction, the Hayabusa with the Quad Shadow, right? Both
Yeah.
skills really good to just engage the windows. Are just they have different angles to go into the team fights, right? With the Badang and with the chip being locked in, it's looking even better. And I think the Faramis can really, really give so much value because they can
Oh.
engage as well as disengage with that Nether Realm. So far, the draft is really looking tight from Team Royal Manipur, and I feel they need something. They need more value on their hero. Have
Mm.
said a Carmilla at this point, but I don't see too much CC out of that hero. But that is a good counter, nevertheless, against Faramis as well as uh, right. They want to go for the group up. The Carmilla really works well against that.
Yeah, they should go for the thing. Okay. Wait. The Tigers also works. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this kind of work, but how much of a value that it can provide into the early game, that has to be the problem. But still, I really like a Tigreal against a Chip, against a Faramis too. But who's definitely gonna be the diver for the Moscow? Because the mates, possibly there are ranges for Sicilian here, or even Joy. He can dive into the back lines, but still, that's gonna be the anti dive hero that they pick away. The Faram is always gonna be coming into play. So this is gonna be a high level geniusly thought out, well planned kind of composition both teams are going for. So
Hmm.
even if there is a misstep on how their calculation goes, it's gonna be causing them a lot. And I'm not talking about just one team in particular. It just happened. It's just the same story for both of these teams.
Absolutely, and I cannot agree more. But guys, I would formally want to welcome you guys for this game, which is presented by Blank Esports in the Rise of Legends Season 3, powered by Yama Esports and also NXM Gaming Association. And right now, we are in the first game in this matchup between Royal Manipur and Metaru. And Debbie, the Faramis with the Purify can work so well. I feel that the implosion that will come across will can get nullified with that pick off.
Yeah, the purify is the way to go, and I feel like there's a possibility that he will have the Shadow Stampede that can help him survive even the Rhythm of the Joy and even the electrifying bits if played right as well. But look at the bot side, there might be something Robert.
Should be careful. Will be okay, but I think fried mutton. He's just trying to find some value of that, but I think it's just gonna be a bit of skirmish here and there. But the first little wonder will be will be secured by the joy uh, that is Ralik, right? And at this onto the top lane, there's a dive coming in from Robert onto the Grandeur. So Tizen, he needs to be careful, otherwise he will get shut down really quick. He already expended that flicker, really expensive early on.
Oh, that was a wasted resources deal. But look at Hayabusa trying to dive in. Momo, okay?
Ooh, he gets the shutdown, but that's the first blood being drawn from Royal Manipur, and they get the priority onto the top lane. The Grand is still yet to recall, and that's a 1v1 that'll be going on
Yeah.
for eternities, Debbie. So we can just skip it off and go for the first neutral objective, which will be spawning in about 15 to 18 seconds.
Yeah, and definitely the Hilda is gonna be having a good time. But look at the dive. Momo, okay, 2 kills already into his hands. So this is gonna be he's gonna be sitting in a perfect position where he can try to go for the damage more, and in comparison with Relic onto the Zoe as well, giving away 2 kills in 2 minutes to the Hayabusa just means that he's gonna start rolling in and out of your backline, and that has to be the worst case scenario for this Joseph here. Not the jungle Joseph, but the mage Joseph right now. So yes, the turtle is already out. Sinju, look
Oh,
at that.
there's a stun. There's a shortcut being used, and
Oh,
Moscow with the snipe getting the SOD on point. You can see so much dive there. The Nether Realm being used properly. 2 members already being taken down from Itaru. They lost the turtle as well as they lost 2 members. Really expensive team fight, if you ask me, Debbie.
yeah, the most. I mean, it was an expensive team fight, and they lose all their expensive members as well. Losing Relic very early on is something they cannot trade it away, but still. Their choices for Mitaru here, because I feel like they should try to focus onto the goal lane more, because this is their winning side, and they have been completely ignorant of where Robot will be moving around, where he will be rotating, and this has to be putting their grandeur in a position where he cannot try to go for the stacks. And if you do not have your grandeur rolling with a lot of gold or stacks on the Capriccio as well, it's just gonna be so hard for you to have to come back into the later part of the game. So they have to really focus onto the goal side.
And so far, you can see the Momo already doing a lot of damage, and right now again going in with Ogisha. Will it
Oh,
shut down onto Ralik? He's really doing so well, but there is the backline dive coming in from Zen, and he will get the shutdown onto Mo. Finally being punished, the shortcut being used. The member are finally out there. The Avengers assemble really doing
oh,
well, but the Ang with the fist crash as well as the fist break getting on the 2 members, but the damage not really being enough. Right, Mutton will get a shutdown. Zen OG will get punished. Robert getting another kill, but Bichu Hunter was also traded off. So a 2-for-1 trade. Little bit value for Metaru. They're finally getting some lead back. The goal lead might just shift anytime soon.
this is just a pendulum effect. As of now, they are gonna be gaining back their losses as of now, and I feel like I'm really actually scared for Relic here, because he's already got 2k goals, but still he's gonna be needing the Holy Crystal to disarm the damage. And if he get into the early game, oh look at that, the pool.
the pull was there, but there's a knockup on the Rob, but he still has the shotgun yet to come in, but there's a dive force to flicker the Netherlands being there, but it does a lot of damage. He cannot sustain that. Pride Mutton will get a shutdown onto Robert, and right now the fight's still going on. There's a lot of damage onto Give Me a Savage. Moscow needs to be careful, but I'm going with the fist crack as well as a fist break onto Pride Mutton. He will get punished, not really near to the bushes to get the passive triggered, so that's a 1-for-1 trade. Again, the turtle being up. Manipur at a better spot to take this though.
Yeah, and that look at the steal into the blue buff as well. But look at the sword card again.
Ooh, the shotgun being there. Double kill on the Robert this time. Something you don't get to see, very uncharacteristic, but that just solidifies that they are getting this turtle here, Debbie.
Yeah, this is, oh my god, really, I feel like he's not gonna be having a chance to even farm out so peacefully, and second turtle already into the hands of Momo, okay, and he's gonna be sitting in the perfect goal position, and he's rich. He can be a billionaire now into the 5 minutes of the game. That's just, he's just, Relic is the poor guy here. He's definitely deserving, but look at the dive.
Ooh, a lot of dive. He's going for the steal onto the orange buff, but he will be not getting that. So Relic still have the buff, but there's pull onto the Robert. There's the Netherrealm being committed just for a defensive maneuver. But again, the is still being built up, as all that was just for a stall for that Moscow to push to the top. And so the Moscow that is Give Me a Savage really doing well onto his lane, getting a lot of value and a lot of gold so far. I think he can scale better compared to his counterpart that is a Grandeur.
That's why I was talking about how Metaru should focus onto their goal lane side, because oh, look at the stun again. Shortcut might be popped but not committed. But look at Momoke.
Oh, they're going under the turret. They get the turret down, but there's a lot of damage. Robert needs to be careful.
God.
He's taken low. Metralic does not commit the electrifying beat yet, but Robert not in a good spot, taking a lot of shots. Stun, chunk low, but there is the Sanguine Claws connecting onto the Badang, and that's the wall he is using to just for his death. As there's a finally dive coming in, but Tazen will get that kill onto the member of Team Royal Manipur so far. That's the first kill onto the Grandeur, really late, but the Moscow doing the God's work, uses that. Oh, SOD connecting on to the Grandeur, is taken low, forced to flicker out. The Pram is going in with the Shadow Stampede, but not really connecting. Joseph committing that feast, but not really into any avail. Rally getting a shutdown onto Momo, okay. And at this point, he needs to run for the hills as there is the rotation from Pantia. Pantia is trying to find a pull, but not really to any avail. But that's a really back and forth fight coming here, Debbie.
Yeah, there were trades everywhere at this point, and it's safe to say it's actually Royal Manipur who's going to be coming out on top, because Metaru hasn't been able to find the angle where they can try to look for much more kills. But Relic, he's showing signs. But look at that, another dive.
Oh, there's a dive after dive as the Badang going with the fist break as well as the fist crack on the two, but again Momo with off cam kill, getting a double kill already. Wash maneuver with the shadow. Man is crazily good on that to that hero. Man, he's styling at this point, and the last turtle should be secured freely from the side of Royal Manipur. They are on the aggressive, and they want to continue this run.
Yeah, oh my god, this is gonna be so hard for Relic to even try to look for some kind of life form here, because giving so early kills onto the hands of the Hayabusa is something you don't wanna give. But look at the dive, another one.
What an amazing peel coming in from Raw, but he stopped that dive coming in, but there's a forced implosion onto the roamer, but you can see they are forcing another fight. Panthea finally back there, uses another realm, but not to any avail. Robert will get taken down, but Moscow being a monstrous diabolical damage on the two, but he will not survive that onslaught coming in from Thiessen. He gets taken down, but what a rotation from Momo. He gets the shutdown on the two crucial members, and just like that, he changes the tide of the game. Royal Manipur again on the driver's seat. They are finally back onto the aggression.
Oh my god, this team, they're just too objective-minded as well. And I mean, Momoke has been playing so good with rotation-wise as well. The way he dives into the perfect timings, not the one to start a team fight, but the one to clear the way. This is how you're going to be playing your assassins, and you're going to be having that great amount of damage as well. And, this is the story of a life of Hayabusa with 2 kills until the first 2 minutes of this game. He's going to be very, very bursty, and yeah, it's going to be too hard to catch him too. So yeah, there we go. He already got 2-3 items into his kits, and it's on top of that, the Malefic Roar. oh my god, this guy is gonna be hurting. But for the side of Relic here, he's still yet to get the Holy Crystal, and it's already almost time up for him. Already 9 minutes and no Holy Crystal yet. For a Joy, it's not a good story. But look at that fist cracked.
This is the fist crack as well as the nether realm being used, but there's implosion on the two members, but the nether realm will cancel it out, and the damage being so much from Royal Manipur. Team Metaru, they cannot sustain this as member after member falling. They lost two, they're losing on the verge of third. A double kill by Momo, okay, and at this point he will be unstoppable with 11 kills onto him. This Hayabusa is perfectly going on for that snowball type of gameplay, and the too much reliance onto that late game, too much funneling idea coming in from Metaru is really backfiring at this point, as the Moskov is already farmed, and so is the Hayabusa. And what do? They cannot stop all that damage, and with the lot being already up, Team Royal Manipur should be able to take it without much problem, because they're far away from Metaru. They're trying to just come in, but Robert just absolutely amazing on that zoning.
This is a zoning with the portals that's always going to be coming out from a chip as well. And whenever he tries to set the save calls that he made are just Royal Manipur. They just don't commit it to it indirectly. They just commit it when there are few places that are safe, so they can dive into that as well. But yeah, already 67 stacks onto the hands of Momo. Okay, you know what? This guy, he can even dive the Hilda, and he's gonna be getting a kill. That's just how far up he is. And on top of that, if you had your snowball rolling in for your jungler, it's just gonna be meaning that your late game marksman is happily farming. And even if your jungle falls into the later part of this game, this is where the Moskov comes into play. But look at that, the damage is there.
Damage is there, and the godlike being secured by Momo. Okay, at this point he's unstoppable, but that's perfectly placed implosion from Zen, being able to punish him out. Finally a good shutdown, but there's a lot of dive coming in from Royal Manipur, as Biju Hunter will be getting taken down for the regression. But however, the Moscow, doing a lot of work, pushing the turret in. The Lord marching on the top lane will be getting cleared out pretty easily, and with that, the Lord advantage was there. But however, with the members being taken down, Royal Manipur have to be on the defensive.
There was a good set coming out from Den Uzi, and I feel like this guy got the potential to try to look for the sets, but it's unfortunate for them that they lose out their jungles so very early on and losing any kind of builds as well. But look at that, there might be something here, Robert.
This shortcut being committed, as well as the SOD connecting onto the backline. Biju Hunter trying to find and engage, but he is a bit away, but there's a lot of damage onto the Hilda. Like you mentioned, the Moscow already being online. There is the damage, as well as being committed. So was the Wind of Nature by Thazen. And at this point, it's a 3v5 situation. Metaru at a back foot. They are in the verge of just losing some inhibitors onto the top and the mid lane. So with a lot being away, I think they might want to just push it in. And they do have the items necessary. The Moscow just picked up that Malefic gun, so it's gonna get even worse.
It's worse. It's worse for Metaru here. There's no potential dive that they can usually do, and Moskov is gonna be free hitting most of the time, and their only dive is Relic, and he can't do that even Fight Mutant. If he tries to go in, he does not have the required damage that can join away, because already, like we have said, it's already a farmed Moskov as well as a Hayabusa, and he already got the Demon Hunter's Roar, which means that he's gonna be dishing out a lot of damage onto Fight Mutant as well, and he's just gonna be a standing marksman for him, so it's like paper. Hilda's not gonna be that tanky either, even in the boosters. So for Metaru, the only way they can play this game, their win condition or key points, is if they try to build up their Sicilian as much as possible, because the only heal the only survivability or not, the winning condition for them is Sicilian here, and it's always gonna be an easy target for the Hayabusa too.
I think he can go for a bit defensive items, but they need a lot of time for the stacks to just accumulate at this point. They need to funnel that hero really well, but can they buy the time is the question here, Debbie, because the Lord just being taken down, meaning that it will be marching down really soon, and I don't think so. Royal Manipur, knowing fully well what is their losing condition, they want to give more time to the other team. And at this point, though the wave clear is pretty even, pretty good for Metaru, but if they get taken down, it's gonna get really difficult. And so far, I feel that
Yeah.
Nether Realm is always there to cancel out that implosion set, that that
Yeah.
Zen OG is trying to look for at this point, and it's not being really coming through so far. They have not been able to take advantage of the set.
And I feel like the only thing that they can do here is wait for the chip, wait for Robot to try to make his entrance, and then he can do for Zen OZ, he can do the re-engagement thingy. But still, that's the problem because the Faramis is there. He's always gonna be using other Nether realms whenever the implosion is popped, even if it was kind for trying for a re-engagement. So. I don't see anything for Metaru here. Royal Manipur though, they are diving in now.
Diving in indeed, the Lord at the healthy HP. They get the mid lane. There's the implosion onto the Give Me Savage, but there's no one to convert it down. The Lord will be cleared, but the minions are too many onto the base. They've lost one member, and at this point of they're gonna lose two, but does it really matter? Because they're gonna lose the most important thing here, and that is gonna be the base crystal. And with that, Royal Manipur gets the first point in this best of three series here, Devi. So they are starting off really strong.
That is a very, very decisive match to say the least, and I really like the picks coming out for the side of Royal Manipur because they are setting up for a play well. They want their Hayabusa to be farm up. They want to have the damage for the late game for the Moscow here, and that's the only reason why they pick out the Faramis too for a response for a response to any kind of burst potential coming out from the Joy and the Granger as well. If he does get the snowball rolling. So for Royal Manipur, they really, really played this so well. And into the early part of this game, sure, Bizu Hunter did lose out onto the lanes, but when you have a winning mid lane into the mid trio part, that's just your lanes are gonna be having a really, really good time, and that's what Mitaru couldn't do it. And I do usually like a Sicilian pick, but pick out the Sicilian with something that's good in clearance into the goal lane and a very high damage jungle for the early game. How about that?
I mean, Team Royal Manipur, they understand what they need to do with the draft, right? They pick the heroes very smartly. They get the,
Yeah.
engage tools as well as the disengage tool. Like I mentioned, they had very numerous angles to go into those team fights, right? There was the Badang to set the team fights, there was the Moscow with the SOD, and there was also the Hayabusa to go for the pick-off type of gameplay. And when the other team would want to go for the pick-off, they had the Faramis to disengage it all, right? And that's so
Mm.
smart, right? And the chip, cherry on top, right? Hangers that
Yeah.
it can provide, the shortcut that it can give is like even much further. So I think there was not enough punish or enough counter engages for the side of Metaru, so they need to just rethink their draft a little bit. They can be a bit
Yeah.
smarter with what they pick and what they give, because what they're giving is giving a lot of value to the team. They'll skip the Zushin, they picked up the Faramis over that, so that really speaks how comfortable they are on that hero, right? So they are not going for the meta picks, they're just going for what will work for their draft, and that's the way to go about with the execution part as well.
Yeah. The I feel like that's just they were always the one who responds to any kind of plays for the side of Royal Manipur, and they have an aggression for the mid game with the Joy. But if they do not have that Joy to have that farm, he got to a point that into the 10 minutes of this game, he just got the Holy Crystal. That's just not the case. You want on the Joy, you want your Holy Crystal 2 minutes earlier than that. So I feel like this time around they could change up their draft, like you mentioned, and even if they have a Granger into their goal lane, they could do something like a Farsa. A Farsa would have worked better than the Sicilian in this predicament.
I mean, the Farsa could have worked, right? Because they needed some extra bit of range, right? And I think with the Sicilian being locked in the third phase, like I mentioned, they could have gone for the 4 views. That could have worked a lot better, given the fact that the team had a Moscow, the team had a Hayabusa, but the Sicilian double locking to the late game. So
Mm.
kind of
That was
just narrowed down the options for them, right?
Yeah, this it was too much. There's too much pressure. There's always a dive. Badang there, Chip there, Hayabusa there. You're not gonna be having a breathing space. So I feel like
Mhm.
this time around they can change up something with the execution as well. And are we going directly into the draft or are we gonna be taking a break?
A good question. Let me summon my psychic powers to just know if we are going for the
It's
break.
like
So I think. Wait, I just got the summoning thing done. So guys, To disappoint you, we're not starting the match. And maybe I'm happy to make you happy. We're going for a break.
Oh,
So, with that, guys, we will take a short break and we'll be back real soon. So, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back really fast.
Alpha, my dear doomed king. The time has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity. Alpha, my dear doomed king. The time has come.
Maybe I made you happy in the last break, and right now I'm making the viewers happy at this point. So, we're finally back with a short break, with a real short break, and finally we'll be heading to the next game. And at this point, Royal Manipur are at a match point, and Metaru, they need to go for the reverse sweep. But do you think will it be possible though?
I feel like the only way they will be able to reverse sweep for Royal Manipur, I mean, they for Metaru,
New
they could
universe?
try to they could try to
I'm just
go for
kidding.
the pickups onto uh, the ban out the heroes that they could possibly be a nuisance for. You know, into the first game,
Mm,
we we had some different kind of draft for Royal Manipur. They were the one actually banning out the Suyo and the Hylos, and that just means that they do not want to play because they have force choices. But that just also means that for the side of Royal Manipur, they want to go for those assassins into the jungle, bursty assassins. So this time around, Metaru,
mm,
I think he should
mm.
focus on Momo. Okay, how about that?
I feel, when a hero like Hayabusa onto their opponent, up
Mm,
a hero which is really immobile, like the Anger
Sicilian.
without a flicker, right? Without a flicker, and also the
Oh,
Sicilian
without
as well at it, right? So both of them can really get punished, right? You cannot reposition with
mm,
the Purify on yourself, right? You need a flicker to just cancel out the ultimate, right? And while you have a
yeah.
Purify, it's really difficult to do that, right? And again, I think the draft is somewhere the side of Metaru is kind of lacking because they're not playing it smart. They're just like revealing their cards really early on because just going for the picks that they want and they're not playing with the opponent's mind, and that's something they really need to do
Yeah.
if they want to play, if they want to win this game. And already the bans are there this time. Meta do have the first pick, so they can prioritize a good hero, but they need to give away two. Well, what will they do is the question here, Debbie.
Yeah, what will they do here? Because Royal Manipur, they still sticking to their plan. Ban out the Hylos, the Suya. We don't want to use this. We don't want to face this. Straight to the point. They do not go for the meta. They do not even care about the meta here. So right now for Metaru, they do have a lot of options. Last time they did ban out the Harriets, but this time it's gonna be the Granger they did ban away. So maybe there's a possibility that they do wanna pick their Harriet for themselves. And you know what I think for Metaru, I feel like the Joy was good enough. They just need to have a priority into the mid lane. How about they get something like a high damage into the mid lane that can give and open up the bushes a little bit more so that the Joy can do the Joy thing, play around the map, just run around the map. That has to be something here. But still, a trade of events, a trade of heroes here for White Mitten. He's gonna be going for the Badang first pick. So what will be the answer for Royal Manipur here?
As they are going for the Badang, the Harith being open will be instantly locked, so that's a good hero to have. But I on you. The Phobius is open, so the Badang can still be a flex pick, right? And they're locking into that Garud Kacha this time around. So another flex pick while at it, right? But however, the Zushin is still open and the Garud Kacha can get punished. And I think the Zushin as well as the Phobius is such a good pick for the side of Team Metaru. They can go for those two heroes, but given the fact the CC is still open, they can get punished. But wait a minute, they're still locking onto the Joy. They're still putting their bet, they're gambling on that hero.
But I feel like this is kind of a comfort for a relic here too because, like I said, I've been seeing him using the joy only, and yeah, I do really think that the J pick wasn't a problem into the previous game. They just need to change out into the mid lane. But still, going Joy when there's a Herit is something very, very ballsy to do. So there we go, Sindhu. It's gonna be the Phobias being picked away. So the flex was definitely up. But I also think that Royal Manipur, they are just baiting out the Phobias at this point because look at them. They did not ban away the Phobias. They are the one actually banning away the Suyo as well as the Hadis on top of the Matilda. The Matilda is always banned, so we do not have to mention. So yeah, what will be the answer here for the phobias? Oh wait, the bans are here. What are the bans?
I think they should narrow down the goal lane a little bit, right? They just need to get rid of the heroes that can pose a counter to that Harith. The Moskov can work really well, and so can the carry, right? So those two heroes
Carrier.
are a bit of contention into the goal lane. And as far as I think the carry can really work well, but given the fact that the range is really slow and the Garud Khaja's AOG can pose a threat, I think they should opt for a better option, like the no, maybe Erythral, maybe? I don't know. The Erythral can still work with the mobility, right? But again, so they have a little less option this time around. But I think the Phobius can counter out two heroes. They should narrow down the middle lane a little bit, ban out the Zushin, ban out that Faramis once again, but they are going for the Jawhead ban just to reduce that pick off capability of the opponent's side.
Yeah, actually the Zohead has to go here because a combination of a Zohead and Bursty hero like the Harris and the Hayabusa is something you do not want to face, and yeah, that has to be true. But look at that, it's actually the Brody they opt to go for. So I do understand that the Brody does have a range in comparison with the Harris. It's kind of good, but still there are so many viable options that they could have went for. But still, I mean, there can be a choice paralysis for the side of Metaru here because there's so many heroes that's gonna be open. And personally, I do like a Beatrix to go against a Harris if you do not have the carry. Just because it's just a personal favorite because he does have the clearance, and then see they can go for a good mid laner. That's even the Cecilian will or might work here if they go for the Beatrix. But the Cecilian is a ban away for the size of Metaro, so very understandable still because Royal Manipur they are yet to pick up the mazes.
I mean, the Sicilian late game insurance could have worked well, but again, they have two heroes that need scaling, right? The Hayabusa as well as the um, and at this point they can go for a little bit early game mage. That could have been the Louis I was gonna mention, but they're locking into that Xavier for the extra bit of stun mobility as well as the toning light, which can punish the low HP members. So I do understand the idea, but against a Joy, an immobile hero which only has a flicker, kind of be a problem. So should just be able to play it around if they get the aggression, if they get the goal lead early on. But however, if they cannot do that, I think that Joy will have a field day going against that hero.
Yeah. That has to be it. That has to be it. But right now, the last pick will be the decider for these two teams, for this for Metaru, especially Metaru. So I feel like the Vexana will be a safe choice, but against the Xavier, I do not really like a Vexana just because she gives out a lot of passive for the Xavier just because of the Eternal God as well. So they're actually gonna go for the carry just to try to counter out the Herits and a good clearance into the mid side. So this is actually better than the first the previous draft that they had, but I'm not sure because there's always gonna be a dive from Momo again onto that Hayabusa. So Fight Mutton, not Fight Mutton, it's gonna be Gen Ozi onto that Badang. He is gonna be trying so hard to try and protect his mid laner as well as the jungle as well. And I feel like they should this time around with the Badang coming into play, I guess they should try to rotate with Relic as much as possible and leave out the gold lane alone and try to let him farm out. So what are the thoughts?
Work out, but this time they are trying to change the dynamic of their team, right? They're going for a different approach. They're trying to experiment with new things, but execution needs to be spot on because they are going against a chip, against a Hayabusa as well as the Garutkacha with 3 dive again. It's gonna be difficult to reposition that carry as well as the Vexana at some point, but again, a lot of questions in our heads, right, Debbie? And the only way to get
Yeah.
the answer would be just walking into this game. This is the match point for Team Royal Manipur and Team Metaru. They need to climb the mountains because this is Black Esports present. The rise of legends, where legends has to rise from the ashes. Let's see which one will it be today because this is gonna be the game maker or a breaker for Royal Manipur as Team Metaru. This needs to be their game maker, otherwise they will be out real soon. But again, maybe while going into the match, I think the side of Metaru, they do have a better mid player in the early game. However, that late game punish can really come through from the side of Team Royal Manipur. They have a better set maker though.
Yeah, there's a chip available for them as well, so it's gonna be a little bit hard for Metaru just at the start. And I feel like I do really have a very very bad dilemma for a Phobius pick here because Phobius is the kind of hero which is a do or die. You feed or you cook. There's nothing in between. So yeah, I really want to see if a White Mutant here, what can he do with this hero because it's a very very high mechanism type of hero which takes a lot of decision makings as well, and you have to be in par with your teams too. So this is gonna be a great solution as well as a downfall for Metaru too. So if Royal Manipur can play around the XP side too, they can have a head start.
They can have a head start, but you can see already the revitalize being popped up from Biju Hunter. He wouldn't have that for the first turtle fight, but again, among all that chaos, Momo is making sure that he gets a level 5 before the first turtle comes through, and that's what you want to see a jungler doing. You should not waste any time in the early phases of the game. Get the advantage when you're on a hero like a Hayabusa. Get the fast snowball and just get the game going like he did in the last game. But again, this time around, Relic can have a better space to play around. They have good frontliners and can punish the members they find off guard. But again, against a Garut Cutter, they should not just dive in yet. But again, with the turtle being up, I think both the teams are trying to make a set to go in. But again, in the middle lane, you can see the fist break being present there and a lot of damage being placed onto Robert. He's forced to retreat under the turret. Just not getting that level 4 yet, but he should be getting that real soon as the turtle is up. Jungler getting level 5. They should start the pick-off fight anytime soon. And there's the forced AOG being used, and there's the Eternal Guard coming in, and the shortcut being committed from the backline onto Relic is taken low. The Zaman Force being dropped too, as well as a lot of damage onto the members of the team. Royal Manipur, they get 1 kill, but they lose 2. However, the turtle is still up. Momo is making sure that he gets this turret, but Relic going in with the dive. He gets the turtle, but he will not walk out with his life intact as Momo will shut him down.
There was a direct revenge. There was a direct revenge for Momo here. You take the turtle, I take your life, and that has to be the question here. But still, for the I was talking about Fight Munson here. He was doing a real good joining, even taking 2 kills onto his hands, diving into the backline and taking out Pantia down into the midst of it all as well. So that has to be a good start for Ephobius. But if they lose out their members and the main damage dealers, he might not be as much of an importance as he's been put on. So yeah, for Metaru, they have to be careful now at this point. They have to protect their marksman as much as possible if they want to stay in this game, and they do need to have a vision on Mob OK as well. So is the vision provided for the carry, or are there a is there an opening for the side of Royal Manipur to do what they did to the previous game too?
Mean, they can try the same tactic again, but with the Xavier being present there, they can get a lot of vision too, right? Right, just right now,
Mm.
skills to get the vision out of the creeps, I mean the jungles, right? And I think that can really work in favor. They can stop the dive in somewhat way. Relic needs to be careful. There's a shortcut being committed and the members are diving in, and right now Fried
Oh,
Mud not in a good spot. There's a dive on to the Badang as well. Zen needs to be careful, but Fried Mud should be first on the chopping block. He gets the knocker, but will it be really enough? Because the Eternal Guard was used defensively just to disengage from the team fight. He's walking out with his life, but he's still going for the Infernal Pursuit. Joseph will get first kill. Ralik gets his kill onto Pantia, and right now the AOG being used gets a knock up onto Ralik, and the Hayabusa joins the party. Momo gets a kill. He walks out. He still has the Ogi Shadow kill. No, he does not. But again, 3 members. Sorry, it was 2 being falling from the side of Team Royal Manipur. They get 2 as well, but there's a Zaman Force being dropped. A 1v2v1 situation, but
oh,
I mean, the carry will get taken down. Thazen gets shot down from the damage of Give Me Savage, and with the turtle being up, Joseph not in a good spot. He's forced to use the flicker defensively so to get out of the harm's way. And I think that should solidify the turtle, but again, there's the reverse clapback coming. Ralik finally joining in the party, going with electrifying beat. There's a knock up onto the Hayabusa. That just gives Ralik a good chance to go for the retribution. He does get it secured. The dawning light being connected, but not really enough damage. Joseph gets a kill onto Biju Hunter. The Eternal Guard being there, but the chip trying to go for a shortcut. He uses that, taking a lot of damage. Should just be careful because the shield's still helping him survive, but not for too long. Thazen take him down as the dawning cloud connecting once again, but the Give Me Savage is biting more than he can shoot. The Zaman Force being dropped, but not for too long. He gets 1 kill, but he will get shut down. Ralik makes sure that he gets inside the coffin. He gets a double kill, and there is a Revitalize being there. A 2v1 situation. There's a knockoff from the I forgot the name members, but again, there's the Phobius going for the knocker, but Fried Mutton it was, so he's still surviving. So that was a long extended team fight for a turtle take, though.
yeah, there was a long whole team fight. It's just so brawly that whenever there are chances, the team the players who were dead have already come to life and joined the party there, and this fight was still going on. And I feel like this is kind of a team fight we're gonna be seeing when there's a phobias onto your opponent onto your side as well. So this is something that Metaru is trying to do here, because they were buying time for Relic to have a comeback into the midst of it all again. But still, Momo okay, he was able to get kills on his own as well. Zero that still. So if we talk about the jungles here, I feel like Momo okay is still in the perfect position in comparison to Relic though, even if he had the most kill. But that right now, I feel like they are doing for Joy especially. He's doing much better than he did into the previous game. And even we talk about it, it's already 6 minutes of this game, and he already got the first item. He's going for the second, so it's a very good for a Joy to this early. But look at the stun coming in.
Ooh, Joseph will make sure Robert is taken down, but before that, he was able to give that shortcut to his team. The members trying to go inside the team fight, but again, Fried Mutton is being present there, so that should nullify that engage. Coming in with 4 members being present, they should not go for a contention on this turtle. So, Relic, this time around, he will be able to secure all the turtles and all the neutral objective, but Momo okay making sure that he gets some kind of retribution against that kind of shutdown that just happened before the turtle take. So a turret for a turtle really working in favor, but again there's a dive on to Give Me Savage. He takes a lot of damage. The Pope is being present, should be able to counter him out, but it's just walking out of there. Robert going from the backside to go for a shortcut, but he does not have it yet. So I think both the team would want to go for a disengage, but while all that chaos, Carry making sure he gets a turret too.
Yeah, Carrie is playing like the previous Moskov here, and I really, really like that Metaru actually have a breeding here, a say in this second match, and this is actually gonna be good for them because if they try to have a power carry into their side, I feel like they can have a chance and potential to burst out the Harris even when he tries to join onto the team fight as well. But look at that, the conceal might come into play. Then Ozzy. Is he trying to look for a fight when there's no objective? Yeah, maybe there's a possibility he's looking for it. But yeah, they have to disengage still. But if
Uh,
we talk about the turrets too, it's actually
hmm?
Metaro is actually very doing a very good job in trading out.
There's another console play coming in from the side of Team Royal Manipur. They get a shot on Ralik. He will be able to go out with the electrifying bit, but he gets the stun from the Xavier. The AOG going in, but there's nobody home. But Thazen will get shut down. He was not in a good spot. But again, onto the top lane, there is a shortcut was already there. So Hayabusa will just quickly get out of the harm's way to join the rest of the team to go for a potential counter engage, maybe a while at it. So, the fight is still back and forth, but the goal lead is still favoring the side of Team Metaru. They're having a better time this time, and you can see Momo really being desperate to find more kills, trying to go for in, but does not find a target yet. So, I think the next skirmish should take around the Lord Pit real soon.
Yeah, that has to be the one we have to wait for. But I feel like Momo OK has been targeting onto the carry instead of the Vexana. So and I think it's actually a good thing. But look at that, Genozi might be in trouble.
Ooh, he gets taken down, and right now the Zaman Force being dropped by Give Me Savage. He really was a savage at this point, Debbie, if you ask me, because he has been aggressively pushing that middle lane turret. He gets it taken down, and with the lot being up, it's a 5v4 situation, really favoring the side of Team Royal Manipur. They can take it down, but okay, saying like, wait, we need to take down the turrets first. We need to go by textbook, right? We need to do our homeworks first before we go for the final examination, and that's what they're doing. Royal Manipur really covering their bases.
Yeah, and I feel like Metaru, if them opening up the chip still means that every boost is gonna be a problem. Every backline is gonna be in jeopardy here. So they do not know if they do not know the position of the chip, they are always second thinking about what kind of match, not what kind of plays are they are gonna be making. And if we see that the carry already got 2 damage items onto his kit, and he's gonna be needing at least 3 for the Trinity builds, and these 2 items is not going to be enough for Metaru to try to go aggressive still, so they're going to be needing a little bit more damage and a little bit more time for Metaru here. But it's already for Royal Manipur, they are already online because this is the power of the Harris. He can be coming online to the mid part of this game. So at this point, Metaru, should they even contest for the Lord?
I mean, what other options do they have? They will be yielding that map presence to the team. They are losing the turrets really quickly, and at this point, their only contention should be the Lord. But just like in the last game, the same thing stands. They need more time for the heroes to scale off, right? They need their members to lock in the items first before they can burst or shut the members down from the other team. And so far, they do have. I mean, they have been able to be punish the other team, but can they do at this point where the Hirath is already scaling off really well? He does have the damage necessary to take the members down, so it will be really a matter of the openings the team can provide. But I think with a pick like the chip, it comes really better because you can just jump into the backline really quick, and the Hayabusa can give more ways to go in. But right now they are going for the shortcut onto Fried Mutton. He's forced to flicker out. Also taken low is Zen OG is forced to use the conceal as well as the flicker. So that's a really good word coming in. But you can see Ralik trying to go for the steal. I mean, potential ambush where he could have just stolen the lot, but that will be spotted out. So Royal Manipur getting the better off right now. They should be able to secure it unless Team Metaru want to go for a contention, and they're trying to go for it. There's a force flicker from the Xavier trying to get out of the harm space. So Pantia should be careful. But where's the steal coming in from Joseph? Man, who is this? The Joseph from the Tartarus? Because without even a retribution, he's getting the lot. So at this point, Metaru they are back in the game. They get to shut down. They also get the lot here, Debbie.
Yeah, that has to be a really, really good task for Metaru to have to come back, and this is gonna be the spacing that they require here at this point, and that is gonna be a great start. But look at the electrifying beat.
Electrifying beats will be electrifying him. He got electrocuted too at this point, and mean, I'm just saying the facts, but yeah, guys, we're finally going back. The Lord is marching on the bot lane, so that was a bit too overzealous. He just went in a bit too inside where the members could not have provided support. So that was a bit too overextended, I would say, a bit too overzealous again. So that will give them a lot of disadvantage. And again, the Hayabusa, I mean, the Harith trying to go in, they will get a shutdown. BG Hunter
Oh my
finally securing that kill. So two members being taken down with the Lord marching down the bot lane. So I think the Lord advantage just got taken away just like that.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a free challenge, a free lord for Royal Manipur. They are gonna be taking the goals after that lord again, and this is gonna be an easy defense too because they have a Xavier with lots of damage at this kid now. He got the glowing one as well as the racing lantern. That's gonna be saying that he is going to be hurting the frontliners as well. So at this point, I feel like for Metaru here, the only way that the problem, they do not have only one problem now. They have two. The Harris is there, the Xavier is already there, and even the Hayabusa with the split push that he's been doing. I do not have this. I do not see an opening for Metaru. The only way that they can do this, stay in this game a little longer, is if they try to steal out the Lord again, and that's also even gonna be hard. But look at that, almost full build for Momo OK onto that Hayabusa with a split push that he's been doing. He's gonna be getting all the goals that he requires. And look at that, he got the most goal onto the team. So definitely it's gonna be a good reason. But look at that, Shotguard.
And there's so much dive coming in onto the
Oh my
fan. I mean,
god!
Joseph this time around, he will be the first target to fall off. Next is Stays and Sid, though they get two damage dealer and they're looking for a third right now on the chopping block. Is then OG Harith on a triple kill is looking for a maniac. Will he get it though? But now Momo okay was like a bit too saying, I'm jealous. You
I'm
don't get a
jealous.
maniac when I'm here. And
Yeah.
Savage Hunter was like, give me my savage, right? He did not get it. But again, that's a really good kill coming in from Royal Manipur. They get three members. They get four actually taken down, and it's right now Ralik versus the entire crew of Royal Manipur out Pantia, of course. So they will get the turret inhibitor open, and they will go for the discipline route just to take down the Lord.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good read coming out from Royal Manipur to disengage from that because they saw that the dead timer of the Vexana is already up, and which bait is the better clearance than the Vexana, right? He's the best clear, so they have to be careful at this point. And it's also a very very good timer for them to try to go for the Lord here again because they already quick upend the top lane. So the Lord will be merging down onto top lane, up onto the top lane, and they can try to focus onto the mid towers and take and creep down these turrets, this structure as many as possible so they can play this very very slowly because they also already have the Xavier for the zoning potential because he already got a lot of damage on his kit as well. And look at that, even the Harris with the full build, finally another heal and the seal. This guy is not gonna be scared anymore. He's gonna be diving in and he's gonna be having the support of his team as well.
What really surprises me is the fact the carry has not built the DHS yet, despite going for the Trinity
Yeah,
build. These
yeah.
other items. So how will he shred down the high HP heroes? So that is where the damage is lacking. But again, the shortcut being not really committed yet, but it was used right shot after. So there is the tie from the Hayabusa onto the backline. A lot of damage. He
Oh
will
my.
kill on Joseph. So that's finally a shutdown of the right members, but the Lord will get cleared out. The fist crack is there, but that's not on the right target. Fist break being used, but he will get shut down. Double kill on Momo. Okay, that blocking in the base. Zaman was being dropped. Do they care? No, because Raleigh will get taken down, but the base is wide open for Team Royal Manipur to take this game in a fashion as they just 2-0 Team Metaru in this best of 3 series.
This was a good gameplay coming out from Royal Manipur. They were all understanding of the mechanism of their hero, each of their own. And I feel like for Metaru, they weren't able to try to counter the Herit as well. And this is the reason why the Herit has always been banned. Even if you are putting Herit against a Granger, Herit is gonna be winning. Even if it's against a carry and you do not protect your carry, there has to be this is the reason, this is the answer that we're looking for. So I really like a better clear better than a direct counter against a Harry. But even if it's the case right there, it's actually hard for any kind of counterpart to go against a Harry because he deals magic damage. No amount of wind of nature will be working on you. Look at that, 35% damage onto DFB Savage, even though he was denied the meaning by Momo. Okay, he was dishing out a whole lot of damage, and even if the game goes late, I am not without a doubt thinking that he's gonna be hurting a little bit more. So you know what? This is kind of making me skeptical. This was what was making me skeptical of the pick of a Harris against I mean a Joy against Harris. So Metaru, yeah, stick to the comfort, but try to read out the drafts a little bit. You know.
And I think have been forcing some picks onto their members, right? They now switch a few heroes that kind of caused them game. But again, I really would say the carry could have gone for the DHs, right? We can see there his
DHs.
counterpart that is the Harriet did so well. He was almost present throughout all those team fight, 90% KP, that is skill participation, so that is really so well. But whereas the carry, he was not able to shine as much. And part of the reason being he was not able to complete the build even after the team going in so late. So your
Yeah.
goal here need to farm really fast because the team is relying on your late game and Harold could have been stopped a lot earlier provided that the shred was present from that carry early on. So I think a lot of factors coming together really gave way for Team Manipur, Royal Manipur to just take the game away from Metaru. And what can you do when you're facing a team who has drafted better than you?
Yeah.
The draft really sets the pace of the game, right? And both
Yeah.
the games we saw, Royal Manipur, they had the upper hand in the draft, right? They had insane amount of angles, the windows to go into those team fights, and every time they have completely taken advantage of those.
Mm, this and I feel like they do have a chance for any kind of comebacks for Metaru. They are not far behind. They just need to read out their opponents just a little bit. For Royal Manipur, though, there was a pure understanding of their mechanics, their heroes, their ways as well. You know what? It was good to see Royal Manipur popping away, and I do really want to see them moving forward into the next round, next round again.
Absolutely, man. But that's a long way to go. But every tournament will give them a learning experience, and this too that they are participating, right? And at this point, let's see what better things, better strategy, better ideas that they can put in the future tournaments. But with that, we have to call it a night, isn't it, Debbie? Because the
Yeah.
show has been going on for long, and it has to end somewhere. But every end is a point for new beginnings. So tomorrow there will be more matches coming in our way. It should be tomorrow or the day after. I'm not really sure, but it will be updated in our group, in our uh, so it should be tomorrow, right? No, Debbie, this wait, the summonings that I'm getting is like a bit fluctuating, so I need to figure it out. Debbie, did you catch what the summoning just said to us?
No, I don't hear. But okay, I think you hear it now.
Yeah, I
It's
do.
like a
So
conscious.
yeah, it's like the the voice of the um, I don't want to say the god or the well, never mind. So it was the voice that just summoned and just said that there will be no matches tomorrow. But stay tuned, guys. We'll be updating you about the future matches for sure. But again, with that, we will be calling it a night. Thanks for joining in. Your support means insanely, a lot to us. It means insane to wait. Why am I just remembering insane at this point here, Debbie? I don't know. So you just take it over.
Yeah, that was guy. He's just she knew the later the night goes,
Mhm.
he's just the. I'm
Yeah,
joking,
just
but still, catch us later.
okay.
Maybe that's tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, we will be updating you guys into this groups as well. So yeah, stay tuned for it. Good night for now, because thank you for joining us. Even though it was not long, we'll come back tomorrow.
Alpha, my dear doomed king. The time has come to cast away that frail mortal shell. Join me in eternity. cast away that frail